I
All right.
I had a friend who I was actually gonna say that I had a friend who, when I told him about this, he was like, "That's why you double record your stream," and I was like, "Well, we didn't." So
Well, I don't know if you saw, but pretty much like I think maybe 10 minutes or more were muted. No, it had to be more. Like a bunch of my latent stream was muted because and it wasn't any of the
man,
cutscenes. They like I think the thing
oh,
that was kept getting caught was the puzzle music. And I was talking and it didn't matter. But because it was
so
the
just all the
puzzle
puzzles are
music,
gone.
yeah, which is like the perfect time when literally nothing is happening for there to be no audio at all. Like at least when there's a cutscene,
God,
you can be like, all right, well, I'm reading the text and things are moving. Instead, it's just like minutes of me silently doing puzzles where nothing is happening on screen.
that's
So
awesome. That's great.
the only good thing about double recording is that I won't have to download from Twitch anymore. So I guess there's that. The
Yahoo!
bad news about double recording is I have to upload these as fast as humanly possible because I have approximately 1 inch of space left on my laptop. And I know that's not how you
And that's
measure
probably making it.
space.
That's actually probably gonna make it slower too.
Oh, yeah. No, I know. I have no space on my laptop. It's a nightmare out here. This is supposed to be a gaming laptop, and it doesn't fucking game. Let's play a
You're
video
fighting for
game,
your
though.
life.
It's it's rough out here.
Let's play video game.
From save point. Why would I do it from chapter start?
Just in case, just if you want, if you were like, actually, you know
Actually, what if we start over? That's what playing versus is like. Whenever you not chapter start, but it kind of has like set moments. So when you save, it will bring you back to that moment instead of like the exact moment you save at. So if you do what I was doing, which every time you get something wrong, you just restart the game. Um, it
yeah.
will bring you back. So there were a few parts of Trials that I played like a bunch of times. Just like so many times, you know?
Yeah.
Because sometimes that's how it is. Because, sorry, I'm moving Twitch stuff around so I can make sure everything works right.
That's all good.
All
Oh,
right,
I
we're
got
good.
to unrelated. I got to hand feed baby deer today,
Hell yeah. How was that for you?
and I got to. It was good. It was really good. They were very shy.
That makes sense.
I also got there was one older deer that like I guess she just like thought she was a dog, where she just like
Honestly,
licked the
mood.
absolute shit out of my arm, was just running
Nice.
up to me and was like, "Hi," and I was like,
Nice. Mm-hmm.
I didn't think you should act like that.
Fair,
That's
fair.
weird. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
By the way, at some point I might redo the layout for this one. I haven't figured out how yet because having two little guys is like makes things hard. But unlike for
We should
Leighton,
have little little attorney
we
podiums.
should.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say is, unlike Leighton, nothing fucking happens on the bottom screen in really.
Yeah.
Versus Leighton where all the puzzles do, so it's not entirely necessary that they're both this big. But we'll think on it. And I'm just like, DSs are hard to stream because I don't like making them up and down, especially for the 3DS because it's two different size screens and that stresses me
Yeah,
out.
something else you have to figure out is the fact that you've got arms.
I don't know what to do about that, honestly.
Cut them off. You can't have them. You don't get arms.
I have a snack though,
I
so like
just gotta give myself arms.
I guess you got to give yourself arms. That's an
With
issue.
what fucking time?
Oh my god, there's a bat in my house. Hold on.
What?
There's a bat
What?
crawling around on the floor. This is actually very bad.
No.
Hold on. Ronnie, you're
No,
in
that's a
charge.
nightmare.
Ronnie, you are in charge. I am not joking. Like this is like a situation where I could get
I would be
rabies.
freaking out.
You-
Figure that out.
You deal with this.
April 20th, 12:14 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 2. All the lights are off. It's very dark in the courtroom today. We're all taking a nap. And that's about it. Game over. God. Literally. No, like if I saw that in my room, I would get a rabies shot so fast because like it's what because I know like when as soon as I found out one day that like the minute that like you feel symptoms, like it's too late. That like changed me in like a bad way. I didn't need more paranoia in my life, but like that definitely added to it like permanently.
I think there were bats in my high school, like one or two, or just one that was just flying around in there. We had crickets, which was really funny once because on the second day of I think my senior year, my second day like my senior year, it was the second day of like either junior or senior year. We had crickets, and we didn't know that yet because again, like second day, we didn't know what cricket infestation had like happened over the summer, and this like one of the like principal or vice principal like, or like just one of the like authority ladies was like giving a speech, and like near the part where she's like, any questions, it was like silent and we just heard like crickets. And I remember like no one laughed, or at least like not like within earshot, but I just remember thinking like it was really funny, and I was like, is someone like fucking playing like a crickets like sound effect, like this is a fucking movie? And then like in the coming week I was like, oh no, those were like real crickets. The real crickets just decided to be like really fucking funny, but just there were crickets just in the auditorium. And we found out because then like classrooms would just like there'd be like a dead cricket in like each classroom, like a little fun like a little pet, just like, you know, one or two just like on the floor, and they just kind of like, you know, appear and disappear. I don't think it was like, I don't know if they ever had to do it, I don't know if they ever did like an exterminate, like got an exterminator, because there was never a day where like they were like, oh, school's canceled, we need to like fumigate. So they either did something like small that was like overnight, or you know, after hours, or they just I don't know, waited for it to go away. It wasn't like even though you could hear them in the auditorium like faintly, and again, it was only if no one was talking. I didn't hear them for the rest of the speech. It was only when, you know, she asked us if there was any questions, and just, that's when you could hear them. But I like, you know, in classrooms and stuff, like it was literally only just like maybe one or two on the floor. So I don't know if the school also like with our budgets for shit, I don't know if they deemed it like enough crickets. Like I don't know what the number of crickets is where you have to like do something, but they might have just decided like, you know, that it wasn't enough crickets for that. And I mean, like, again, to be fair, I'm pretty sure it like slowed down a bit. I'm pretty sure it stopped. I think COVID happened my senior year, so like I don't know, maybe they took over. Maybe it's just a cricket school now. Maybe they all just go there. Anyway, Taya's probably gonna be gone for 5 hours to get a rabies shot, so God, that I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, I never really saw any of the like alive ones, and like typically, I feel like crickets are one of those things where you hear them but you never see them, probably because they're only out like at night making
Hello.
noise. So like,
oh my god.
you should get a rabies shot.
No. I think I'm good because I did not interact with said bat at all. My dad got it outside.
What if it was flying around your room in the night while you were sleeping?
I don't think it would have been. Hopefully.
I'm paranoid for you. I don't.
I think I would have noticed if like, because I think you have to get bitten.
Yeah, you do.
So I think I would have noticed.
I found out like 5 years ago that like once you notice symptoms of rabies, you're already good as dead. And I was
yeah,
like,
no,
I
think I'm okay because I think I don't.
Die.
Yeah. Here, do you wanna? I'll send a link. It's a very. I think. Can I send a link to a Discord video? I don't know if I'm like reacting in the background. No, it just downloads it. It downloads it. Okay. So
send it to me.
I'll send you the video later. The picture is terrible, but it's clearly a bat.
Oh, do I have to open the stream to see it?
Bat. Content warning. Bat. I'll just DM it. I'll just send the picture in the stream. Bat. I just saw something. I kept hearing like shifting, and I thought something had fallen off my desk when we first started. And I was like, "Oh, that's weird." And then something happened, and it like moved. You know how there's like a little room, and then there's a hallway.
I've been in there.
I saw something dark move, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
No.
What?
I would have screamed.
I saw wings. I was like, I have to go. So welcome to the bat.
Wait,
stream.
no, it was one of your guys.
Huh?
It was one of your OC. It was one of your vampire guys.
We kicked him out. He was not invited in the house. I did not invite him in.
He went to read your book. He was like, I heard him in that thing. Show me.
Barely. He's barely in it so far. There's no book. Okay, we have to play the video
Maybe that's
game.
why he came in. He was like, hey, put me in more. I'm not enough of the book. Get
Write
me
the
in
fucking
there.
book. Oh my god, we have to play this video game. Talk about not finishing the tutorial.
If you make this book real, that you have to dedicate it to the bat.
To the bat. I dedicate this book to a bat that interrupted my Twitch stream.
Or if you die of rabies, I'll publish it for you and be like, this is
God.
what Taya would have wanted.
It would
You
have been. Hello, Venus Berries. Thanks for following. I'm sorry, there was a bat in my house. We have a weird energy in here right now because
Can
of
someone
it.
donate Taya the money for a rabies shot?
I don't need a... First of all, I don't need a rabies shot. Because I'm sure we would have noticed the bat before this point tonight. Following the bat story.
It's a good story.
Yeah, thank you.
I liked witnessing it. I mean, to be fair, Taya
Uh-huh.
has witnessed me finding my least favorite insect
Yeah.
while streaming
Mhm.
Amori to them, and I was possibly less chill, and it's not even something that can give you rabies, so...
I was just like, I have to get out of here. It wasn't even bothering me, but I was like, I have to get it. Here's the thing. Also,
Yeah.
I've heard the rabies shots. It's like a series of shots, and it's like really painful. It's like one of the most painful shots, supposedly.
Percentage of bats that carry rabies.
Oh my god, we're
What
gonna
the-
play this video game. Happy 420.
3%. Okay, so you have a 97% chance of no rabies.
Okay, I'm good. Oh, no worries. I stream 3 times a week, and once a week Ronnie's here with me.
Yeah, so if you're here for me, if you're here for me also.
Yeah, if you're also here for Ronnie.
Shout out to that
Hello.
person at our booth, at our table once that recognized me and called me by my username.
Which was
they
so
kinda gave
funny.
me, like,
They were like,
they gave me an
starjuicebox.
ego boost. That literally gave me like an ego boost for I think I'm still on it a little bit.
Yeah,
Like,
anyway.
it's kind of what's keeping me going.
Hey, what works, works. Okay. It's April 20th, which is in a few days.
I read that.
Cool.
I read that.
Cool. Weed day. Also, Labyrinthia pre-orders open. Which is funny. That's a funny haha.
Court will now reconvene.
I gotta
We're going
focus.
to finish this tutorial. Has our witness, Ms. Olga Worley, recovered?
Whew. I'm like sweating now.
I'd be crying.
It's
The
also
stream would be
80
over.
degrees, and I it's cold in my basement, but I sprinted upstairs.
Oh
and
yeah,
was
no,
like,
it was 80
help,
here. It was like 80 here too.
there's a bat.
I somehow did not get super sunburned, probably because I had a baseball
when?
cap and sunscreen on my face. And to be fair, I don't burn as much as some people. I think I was showing, I was comparing arms with a friend. I was like, nice, I'm like 1% not less pale than you. So that's what's keeping me
Nice.
alive.
All right.
So I usually, anyway, for people who don't know, I went to a petting zoo for 5 hours today for my sketch class, and petting zoos are really fun for 90 minutes to 2 hours, and then after that it's really bad because there's nowhere to go but 2 pens, and everything keeps peeing and shitting, and you just really want to go home.
Oh god, I'm so sorry. And now I have to do
it
pain
was-
voice.
It was really cute. I got to I got nibbled on by baby goats, and then other goats tried to eat everything that was on my body.
That's just how it is sometimes.
It was good. I had fun. Hand feeding deer was fun. It was just petting zoos are a 90 to 2 hours activity max, I feel. And I feel it was, and also the worst part, and Taya, you're gonna know specifically how fucked up this was for me.
Okay.
They had bunnies, and they were but the bunnies weren't out today, and they were behind a cage, and there was a sign that was sorry, campus staff only, and I was
That's cruel
was
and unusual
miserable.
punishment.
for 5 hours I just could well then the bunnies started having sex, so I was just okay, I didn't want to pet you anyway, I guess. Who cares?
Anyway, video.
It was
game.
5 hours. I'm sorry, it changed me. I'm evil now.
All right. Fuck. Yes, Your Honor. Well, she's regained her consciousness. I can read.
Perhaps we can hear her version of the events again.
That's the thing, you see. She's quite fatigued.
She's eepy.
Me too.
You're looking a bit fatigued. You're looking a bit fatigued yourself, Mr. Payne.
Sadly, fatigue is insufficient grounds for refusing to testify or prosecute. The defense would like to request that Ms. Orley take the stand. Very well. The witness will take the stand. Also, did you hear any of my cricket story, Taya?
I
Did you like
didn't.
it?
I didn't. I'm sorry.
Fuck up. I'll tell you later.
Sounds good.
It's literally not important, so... Perhaps you could repeat your name and profession? Or perhaps you'd rather admit that you're a poor liar and a poor loser.
She's just like, shut up, bitch.
Like, bitch?
Yeah. Not.
Yeah! Let's fucking go!
Name's,
That's my wife!
name's Olga Orley. That's the truth. I'm a pro dealer. People call me Olga Quick Fingers Orley.
Let's fucking go! She has gay sex!
Good for
Sorry,
her.
I love her so much. I'm normal about her too.
Yeah,
This case is great for me. This case is really good for me.
You're
Well,
just
'cause it's
missing
got
one of
the
your
line where
guys.
It's got well, yeah, but it is missing my favorite guy. However, it does have Phoenix saying I'm quite a draw and Olga Quick Fingers. So like
Yeah.
literally tell me more. I'm listening. I'm like sitting here and I'm so attentive. I'm also Olga. I am a visual learner, so Oh, really? He's like, I didn't need to know that, but like
Want to know something else? I'm not
Not
really
sure if I
Russian,
do.
and my last name sounds like, oh really? There, that's the truth. I hope you're satisfied.
love that like when you said that you just dropped your accent.
We're here for fun. Oh god.
Yeah.
His voice is a mess. Witness, you will tell the court what you were really up to that night. Fine, I'll talk. We had a plan, see?
Let me remind you that you are currently under oath.
Well, I already lied, and you didn't do shit about it.
We don't do that here. We just say things.
Mm-hmm.
He's an anime. Apollo's like an anime protagonist. He just doesn't want to be.
So
It's like that
true.
prosy. It's that prosy D. You know the prosy D vibe I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The one where he's like, no opening song. Like, that's Apollo.
That's so real.
It's literally.
So much
If we ever get like an AA4 anime, it has to open with him just being
Oh,
like,
I was
no.
just gonna say one of
turn it
us should
off.
one of us should just redraw that with Apollo.
Oh, I need more like storyboards.
Well, there
stuff
you
in my
fucking
reel
go.
and-
You're
for my
welcome.
portfolio anyway.
You're welcome.
This is what's gonna get me into DreamWorks next year.
You're right.
This is what's gonna get me there.
That's
I'm
what you
gonna
gotta
be like,
do.
watch me like torment a guy. I mean, I'm literally gonna include a clavier animation in my reel once I
Hell
finish it. So
yeah.
like, I'm already like stooping to like the lowest level.
Any further fabrications will have serious consequences.
No, they fucking won't. This is Ace Attorney Court.
She's
you
like,
just say things.
Okay.
You just walk up and say shit, and then you can
Fine.
go home.
Like I said, I'm a pro. That guy Smith hired me to do what I do best. I was planted at the Borscht Bowl Club several days prior to the night of the game, as a waitress. So you were in cahoots with the victim?
Cahoots in orange.
Cahoots in orange, just like cahoots in the classroom. Not that he needed my help. That was
Orange is
stupid.
not a color in Kahoot.
It isn't?
I don't think so. I think it's just red, yellow, green, blue.
Fuck. I'm sitting here like I'm
Kahoot
sure
lore.
orange is one of them.
You know what? Now I
You
read
Google
your line
Kahoot,
while I
I'm gonna
Google.
read.
Yeah.
Not that he needed my help. Smith is a well-known poker player in some circles.
The yellow is kind of the yellow. It's a very warm yellow. It's like
Oh, that
orange
must be
yellow,
what
but
I'm
it's always red. It's definitely I think a bit more yellow than orange.
All right, but
It's close.
all right. We'll take it. Apollo just doesn't remember Kahoot well. But winning wasn't the main purpose of this game. It was about destroying a legend, the unbeatable Phoenix Wright. The plan was simple, elegant, really. You see, we set up a trap of sorts, an orange trap. I was to plant a card in Wright's pocket
orange.
beforehand, and then deal 5 aces during one of their games.
Let's go.
There it
Do the CG art. for me.
There it is! There's the image!
Yeah. Get that other guy fucking out of here. I'm doing this to him in my mind.
Just
you
so
know.
many moments in this case, huh? Just
literally
so many
like
moments.
I'm literally like I am Zach. Like I'm just like erasing him. Like I'm doing this to him actually.
Oh,
I am. If
when-
you care.
Oh, I already knew you were doing this. When their hands were revealed, Smith would call him out and search right. He would then pull out the planted card, and the trap would snap shut.
Where's he pulling the card from though? Sorry.
Who is this? Is this supposed to be?
I think it's still. Is it a Apollo?
You
Or is it
swapped the
Kristoff?
cards.
Or is it Kristoff?
I think it was actually
is it just-
supposed to be Smith. Like,
Oh, it's we're still in Flashback City.
whatever, who gives a shit? Exposed as a cheater and losing on top of it, it would have made a great double play. Just like that, the legend would be dashed to pieces.
Indeed. Getting caught red-handed at cheating would cast doubt on all his prior wins.
A 7-year legend destroyed by one little card. That was the plan. It all got fucked up.
Oh, really, Orly? How's roll?
I just said whatever.
But it appears you made quite the mistake. A mistake? I agree, the trap was elegant. Yet, what happened to that planted card?
Hey, that's right. He's lucky. I'll give him that. You'd have to be to slip free from a trap laid by Olga Quickfinger's Orly. Or
I think she should
Orly.
keep
I
talking
already
about
forget
it.
which way she said it was.
We've been saying Orly. We've been
Yeah,
doing
but then
Orly.
she's like, my last name is actually pronounced, and I think it's O'Reilly.
I don't care.
Because I think that's the meme joke. Because they keep saying, oh, really? Anyway.
Maybe, but like I don't know, because like also that just I don't know. It's
Read your line.
Oh, really? The witness would... Whatever. The witness would be much cuter if she dispensed with the evil mastermind shtick.
Cute? Who wants to be cute? I'm not cute. I'm bad, you hear me? Bad.
You so are, baby girl. It's crazy.
When you're through being bad, perhaps you could testify to the court?
I went into a server that I haven't been in for a hot second the other day to try to find something. And I still have a Cruella quote as my nickname. The one that's like, oh god, what is it? I'm brilliant, bad, and a little bit mad. And it's like, girl, shut
God.
the fuck up. Haley
The
and I
most,
watched
like-
that while drinking, so I don't know how good it
That's the
actually
most
was.
like that's the most like millennial like Facebook banner type fucking quote.
That
to
whole
me.
movie felt like that, so, you know.
That's great. That's awesome.
Tell us about this trap in Orange and how it was sprung.
The best laid traps. That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to, and Wright lost the last hand, just like he was supposed to. Then Smith searched him. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed. The next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who hit Smith. It was the
Sorry.
no-good, cheating defendant.
Sarah messaged the stream space when you said the bat image and just went, "Who is that?" and it threw me for a loop. I just saw Sarah go, "Who is that?" And I'm sorry, I just thought it was really funny.
Who is that? You're right, Sarah. You're so right. Who is that? I found this out via Twitter.
Bat! It's so cute!
I had to get it out of my house. We're never gonna get out of the bat talk in this stream.
I'm telling Sarah I want you to get a rabies shot.
You have a conversation. I'll play a video game.
That won't work. I have to read things.
Then read things.
You're so mean to me. Guys, Tess, everyone's so mean to me. And what have I ever done? I'm literally like just a guy. It's fucked up.
Okay.
A surprisingly frank testimony that still leaves us mostly in the dark.
I can't see. It's all
The lights have
it's
been
all
turned
fading
down.
away.
Who turned off the lights?
He's dying. He's dying.
Oh god. The trap was perfect. I tell you, perfect. If that rotten cheater hadn't messed it up. Look who's talking.
Well, the testimony, for what it's worth, is all yours, Mr. Justice.
With witnesses like her, who needs criminals? And with defendants like Mr. Wright, who needs prosecutors? He's so sick of this shit. It's been like an hour and a half, and he's like, why did I choose to be a lawyer? Why did I do this?
He's sleepy, probably.
I planted the card like I was supposed to, and Wright lost the last hand just like he was supposed to. Then Smith searched him, but the planted card was gone. The trap failed. I don't remember what we have to do here. Again, I have a walkthrough, but we're not using it yet. The the card disappeared. Yeah, my trump card, the 5 of hearts. Gone, without a trace. Poof. Zippo. They want to show us this image so bad. They just want us to look at it. He wants this protag shit to stop. He did not sign up to be a protagonist. We searched.
Anyway, never mind.
We searched every nook and cranny, even inside his cute little hat. But the card was nowhere to be found, is this correct? Never in my long, storied career has Quick Fingers Orley been so readily duped.
Oh, really? So, what did happen to the 5 of hearts?
I think with this pronunciation of my name, the joke doesn't work. Don't look at me. Why don't you ask that cheating, lying, two-faced defendant? So, the 5 of hearts is still missing in action. Next moment, picked up the bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who had Smith. It's like, no good, cheating defendant. I don't remember what we have. Hold on. I don't know if we have anything new I can use. Cell phone. The photo. Oh, okay, there's that. Chip photo. Victim's hand. Attorney's badge.
Love that
hi,
little
Sarah.
paragraph about the badge.
Huh?
Sarah, you didn't hear it because you weren't here yet, but I lost my shit when you just went, who is that? Who is that?
The bat has
Who's
been
this guy?
released back into the wild.
I think it's one of Taya Zosi's
Oh,
from Vampire Book.
yeah, we released it outside. I made my dad do it because I got nervous. But yeah, maybe it was Victor. Who knows? Maybe Victor came to hang out. I think it's this. Wait,
Also, Sarah did say she also wants you to get a rabies shot.
I'm not
so-
getting a rabies shot. It's expensive. It's painful. It's like 7 shots or something. I didn't get bitten. It's fine. Wait, isn't that a little odd? What's odd? You searched Mr. Wright, thoroughly and found nothing? Which means
Whatever, I don't care to be in that room.
Yeah, it didn't touch me, don't worry. I'm just gonna ignore Ronnie. Which means he didn't cheat. Which means he had no reason to strike the victim.
I'm literally being silenced, just like that
I can
fucking
mute
image
you.
of-
I have the... Oh,
just
I didn't
like-
even get to
just
read that
like-
line. Thanks for nothing, Ronnie.
Just like Deed and Cass, Supernatural, in that
I
one image.
can't-
The
I
one
can't-
where...
No. No.
The silenced one. No, the silenced... You know the silenced image? With like the edit with the flags? That one?
Yeah,
with
I
the
do.
fan
I
art?
do. I do that.
Yeah, that's what I...
Sorry.
That's who I am right now.
God damn it. Anyway, what was that just now? I sensed something.
Something wrong, Mr. Justice?
Yeah, I think I'm hallucinating. No, nothing.
Okay.
Your Honor, it's fine. What to do? Should I press her a little harder? I mean, yes.
I love when Ace Attorney games give you that option, and it's like 90% of the time. I think there's one time where like you shouldn't hit that,
Yeah.
and I think every other time,
Mhm.
like you just should.
Yeah. Ms. Orley. Or really, we haven't decided. You're hiding something. What are you talking about? You... Me? Quick Fingers...
The defense will refrain from baseless accusations.
I have one question for the witness, then. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is this true? Of course it's true. I did see it, honest. I saw it when Wright hit him. I saw it when Wright hit him with my own eyes. I saw it. What's this weird vibe I'm getting? What's the
why
vibe?
the colors keep inverting?
Weird.
That witness, for instance, Ms. Aureli. I'm just gonna say that and just go with
Go
it.
for it.
Fuck it. She touched the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice?
Phoenix is like, this is one of those situations where I have to tell you something to activate your superpowers.
Phoenix,
Don't worry about it.
sweetie, I miss you. Show back on the screen again.
He'll literally be back later. Touching her neck, was it? Whoa! Zoom in vision.
This would be so fucking scary.
This would be terrifying. Whoa! What's going on? This
I would
sensation.
start I'd be down.
It's
I'd be on
coming
the
into
ground.
focus. I'm definitely not having a panic attack. There, that twitch. It's so clear. It's like I could perceive her habit, like I couldn't before.
It perceived just like an apologist attorney.
Whoa!
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Mrs. O'Reilly, perhaps you were unaware of this yourself. Unaware of what? Whenever you get to a certain part of your testimony, you touch the back of your neck with your left hand. None of this is actually admissible in court.
Yay.
My neck? So what?
What indeed, Justice?
It's like, what the fuck are you on about?
Now it's all this. I hadn't noticed anything of the sort.
Are you watching those videos about body language again? They're all bullshit. They mean nothing. When she says that part of the testimony, she's subconsciously recalling something. Her body reacts to the memory and she touches her neck. Trust me, this is legally sound. I'm sure of it.
A memory? Would someone care to explain what he's babbling about?
This is highly unusual. So let's ask the defense.
It's probably fine.
You claim the witness is remembering something. Maybe you have evidence of this memory to show us?
Ah, I clicked out of the thing. Hey, welcome. Her habit is scratching her neck whenever she talks about the moment of the crime. So, what would remind her most of the moment of the crime? Yeah, you sound insane. Ms. O'Reilly, whenever you recall the crime that night, you scratch your neck. I've noticed it happens when you think about the moment of the crime. How many more times can I say this? There must be some
Jesus, I
reason
literally was
behind
just
this habit of
thinking.
yours. I believe the weapon that left an inerasable impression on your neck is this. That is a word. Inerasable. Is that a word? That must be a word.
Don't ask me.
I should know, huh?
Yeah.
It's this, isn't it?
I don't... Do we have anything else? Because the arrows were flashing, but I don't know if we actually had anything on another page.
We just have cards, but it can't be. They're
Okay.
talking about a weapon that hit her. It
It's-
has to be the bottle.
It has to be the bottle.
Oh, cool. Music stopped. Whenever she talks about the
Yay.
moment of the crime, she touches her neck. And what
Oh,
reminds
so
us
yeah,
of...
indelible would have worked better, I think, too.
Yeah. And what reminds us more of that moment than this bottle, the murder weapon? But something doesn't fit. If you were only the witness to the crime, why would that make you touch your... Oh, God. Why would that make you touch your neck like you're in pain?
What's
I
he
don't know,
talking
is
about
he-
now?
Words are so hard sometimes.
This is true.
It was Mr. Smith, the victim, who was hit, not you.
This is a cross-examination, not a cross-wild conjecture. The witness's habits, they're completely irrelevant and none of this is legally sound.
Justice, I'll admit I'm a bit confused myself. This is certainly a unique cross-examination.
I'll explain later. Just trust me. Now's our only chance to break her.
Crystal's like, I have never trusted you once in my life.
So true. Mrs. O'Reilly, please testify in detail about the moment of the crime. This very moment. Yet, I am knowing nothing. We know you're not Russian.
The witness will testify, please. Now.
They just wanted to show off their transition again.
Yeah. Blah, fine. He's the one who did it. I didn't let him out of my sight until the cops got there. Okay. Next moment, I picked up a bottle and swung it. He's the one who did it. I didn't let him out of my sight until the cops got there.
I think it's that one. Can we look at the?
I think it must be his phone. Because he
Yeah.
left to call.
Yep.
Unless she went with him.
No, I don't think so.
Alright, let's go for it. Music stopped. Ms. Orley, we have a record here that clearly contradicts what you said. It states that the police were alerted by a report from the defendant. And we know that the defendant left the room, climbed the stairs, and made that phone call from the first full floor of the Borscht Bowl Club. Bam. So explain how you kept your eyes on the defendant when he left the room entirely. The man who picked up a bottle and swung it that night wasn't the defendant.
It was a canvas.
Check out this texture.
He had a texture about him.
Yeah.
He had a really strong overlay layer on his kind of whole body.
Showdown time. You dirty cheat. Check his pockets now. I don't know who's speaking. It's gone.
I'm assuming Zach.
The card's gone. Okay, sure.
You lose.
Really good job there for both of us. Just then, Smith grabbed the bottle from next to right, and he hit me. You, some master cheating you turned out to be. Blam. Eek.
Blammo. And then he died.
And then he died somehow.
I just love that they're showing the image of this. It just makes it look like he just hit her and then, like, I don't know, bounced off and got him too.
Yeah. He hit her and was like, I'm gonna take a nap.
And then he just died.
You know how it is. That's how naps
He was
feel
like,
sometimes.
well, literally, naps when you're in your jeans are, like, insane because, like, just jean naps are, like,
I used
those
to
are
take
crazy.
like exclusively jean naps in high school because I'd get home and I'd just take a nap.
Yeah.
And
That's the thing is I think, like,
it truly sends
saw
you to
people, like,
another
on
dimension.
I saw a TikTok that was like, G naps are crazy. And I think it's just because, like, the state of mind that you have to be in to, like, climb into a bed with jeans is, like, you're
yeah, you gotta be going through it.
you're not, like, if you are willing to do that, then, like, it's all over.
It's not about comfort at that point. It's about being
it's
unconscious.
about not being awake.
Yeah, Zach's always like, honk me. Honk shoe. Anyway, when I came to...
The victim was already dead, is that it?
That's why I couldn't reveal who I really was. If it came out that I was in league with Smith, I'd be a suspect for sure, but, like, I guess that's fucked now.
Well, where does this leave us?
Not in a great position.
Madness. This is madness. I'm dreaming. It must have been me
Okay,
who was
night-night.
hit with a bottle and I'm imagining all of this.
Okay, case closed.
Whee!
It appears our prosecution is at its wit's end, and frankly, I can't blame him.
Bitch, this is not even remotely close to the worst case you've had in this courtroom. Get over it.
He's just a baby for no reason.
Mr. Gavin, what do you think about this turn of events?
Mr. Gavin, sir?
I'm going to kill myself after this case. I believe that is the defense in this case. We are compelled to call Ms. Orley. I fucked that up. I was trying to do my voice and it just all went to shit. Back forever. We are compelled to call Ms. Orley a big fat liar.
What?
3 were in the room the night of the murder. The defendant, victim, and her.
Exactly, like the movie.
And she has a motive.
Motive?
Her plot foiled, the witness got into an argument with her client, Mr. Smith. And the... How do you pronounce that word again?
Denouncement? Or denouement. Denouement, there's no EC.
Yeah. I was gonna say denouncement. I was like, no, that's not it. And the denouement of that argument was murder.
Oh, denouement.
Denouement?
Denouement.
Denouement?
Denouement.
Denouement?
Is it French? What?
Okay.
I'm no killer. It was a trap. Someone's trying to frame me. Oh, hello, Nate. It's your guy!
Yay! Yay! Oh, I missed you, sweetie pie.
There he is!
He just walked up. God, this line makes me like lose it. It's so fucking funny. He and Kristoff are just like literally in an episode of Hannibal in this episode. in this case, they're just like saying the most like insane like Joker monologues to each other, and everyone else is just like, all right.
Apollo is so sick of it. He's so fucking sick of their shit.
I love Kristoff and Phoenix just being like, you see, in the grand scheme of the known universe. And everyone's just like, all right,
What tangled webs we weave when we practice to deceive.
Oh, it rhymes. Great job, Mr. Wright.
That's great.
So tangled we...
Yeah, his theater degree.
Yeah.
This is really where it all went. He's got those remnants.
So tangled we catch ourselves in the process.
He's about to start fucking monologuing. The lights are gonna go out. We're gonna get a single spotlight. He's gonna walk center stage, start talking about his feelings.
Thank fucking God. I'm in the jury right now, like so engrossed. I'm like,
you're gonna give him a standing ovation, and everyone's gonna be like, "It was a testimony."
I already am. I'm right. You can hear me clapping right now. I'm just like, yay!
Mr. Wright. Such a hasty conclusion. It's not like you, Kristoff Gavin.
I love how much this is just like, you fucking chicken, loser.
I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I love all of it. I love this case. I love this game. I'm so happy that we're playing this. I don't even care. I don't actually care. So like, you know.
Okay. Sure.
What are you saying? Why not consider the other possibility?
What are you? A fucking chicken?
Yeah, pussy. Get up. Oh my god, that's just like the last line in the new My Chemical Romance song where they say, "Get up, coward." Oh my god, it's all coming together. That's crazy.
That there was another person in the room at the time of the murder. Duh. When I think about it.
Like Mr. Wright was saying before recess.
Oh, it's doing the stupid thing where you sound like you're cloned again in my ears.
God damn it. If anyone else is hearing it, please let me know, but I think it's a Discord issue.
Yeah, and if also we don't know how to fix it, so if Taya
Also,
sounds
we
like
don't know
there's
how to
two of
fix
them, so if it sounds like there's two of Taya, you get 2 Tayas for the rest of the stream. Enjoy.
Yeah,
Single
it's my
card was
snowball,
swapped.
so it should be fine.
Single card was swapped into the victim's hand after the murder.
I know, right? He's literally here.
Hey Hannah, welcome.
And the one who swapped the card didn't know 2 colors of cards were being used.
It's like,
Really?
who wonder what
Really?
bitch that could have been.
Really, like, you know, stupid
I
mistake
love
to
how
make,
many
right?
Ace Attorney cases boil down to, what if there was another human in the space?
And it's always so captivating.
Yeah, they're always like,
And I'm always-
on third person. Like, yeah, guys.
And and honestly, I eat it up every time. What can I say? I'm always like, holy shit, another person. That's crazy. Who'da thunk? I just love how he's like, someone who didn't know that there was another fucking color. Someone who was really stupid. Someone who just was, you know, super dumb. Ooh, what are you eating for dinner, Hannah?
Please tell us.
Anyway, a fourth person.
I forgot about that. There was something in
I didn't even know that
AA5.
joke.
There's something.
Me when I've never played AA5.
Listen, AA5 isn't like good, but it's like really good because Simon is there, and Simon is objectively hilarious. Like
that's the vibe I've got.
he's like one of the funniest prosecutors they've written, in my opinion. But he just has like such a shit game, and
that's
think
what I hear
people,
about Athena and
yeah.
Simon in general.
Well, Athena could have been done better. She's got like a lot of potential that they don't use really well. But it's just like what if there were like 800,000 people in the room? What if there were more? What if there were even more? What if there was a whole like auditorium full of people in the room? What then?
I mean, steak is steak though. Steak sweet.
Yeah, I mean, I think AA5 is best enjoyed if you're playing with like friends and like not at all taking it seriously. Like you really can't take any Ace Attorney game seriously, but like even less than that. You have to know it's bad, and you have to just like be dealing with it. You know? You can't be expecting good gameplay.
Ha! This theory again. Your fourth person doesn't exist.
Indeed. No one would be too stupid to fuck up the color, so you know. That's why I decided to bring this case to court. Here, where there's no escape, no chance for deception. The perfect place to catch the real criminal. God, never mind. He's never mind.
Ugh.
Someone's gonna have to make
It's
a fucking
not fair.
compilation game of you not compilation video from VODs of you not being normal.
I won't even. If I look to my left right now, then like this is not even the most embarrassing thing about me. If I look to my left right now, it's fucking old man calendar.
I know.
I need to cut out my favorite pages in that. It's not 2022 anymore. I need to take it down, but I don't wanna.
The real criminal?
He's scared. He's like, oh my god, there's a criminal in here.
A criminal in my courtroom? Oh my god!
Scary. There's a bat in my room.
This emulation is so crisp. Hannah, you're the one who fixed this one, I think. Because this is the same settings I use for the Layton games.
Yay. Anyway.
Anyway.
Sorry, I just... Phoenix time! Oh, my vibrato was good there, if anyone cares. If you care.
Okay.
And we're in luck. A clue to the real criminal's identity was kindly provided for us. And right at the beginning of the trial, no less.
What?
Yeah, let's go! Get his ass! Get his colorblind ass!
Apollo, perhaps you know what I'm talking about?
Hold on, let me just sound mixer. I want to turn the Citra down a tiny bit more because I worry.
There was never. This is the 3D. I think this is not 3D. Not 3DS. There was just a HD. What is it? Because I know.
I don't fucking know. I got it from the folder that
I think the
Grace
3DS
sent us.
was. I think the 3DS was HD remake and the DS was Pixels because there were two versions. No, Hannah. There were. I do know this because I know. That's the one downside about what we're. I wish we were emulating the old DS Pixel
Oh,
sprites,
my bad.
I think. No, it's not your fault. But I know that there are two versions. But like also, I don't know because this also looks pixel. But also this
I don't
looks
know
pixely.
if it.
So
I don't know if it's that different.
I think it might be the old version. Maybe
I don't know if
not,
it's
but I
that
know
different.
There is an HD remake. No, you know what? I think the HD no, this isn't the HD remake. This is the pixely version.
Okay, got it. I was gonna say I don't know if it's that HD.
The HD remake is for phones. I think it was mobile.
Oh, okay, that would make more sense.
Because I know this because when I was looking at like Clavier sprites, you can see the difference. Like the line art is like crisp and stuff, which like again, like I always I'm sad because it's like losing the like crunchiness. But I was like, I know that they're. At first, I like gaslit myself, and I was like, oh, maybe this is the HD version.
Yeah, I
Like,
was
didn't
gonna
think
say
it
you went
was,
through a
but-
lot just now.
Well, because like Hannah said that, and I like was like, oh, is this not like
the the old version, and that because I knew that there was a pixely version and like an HD version, but I couldn't remember what the difference was off the top of my head, and I was like, no, this is the pixely version. But then I couldn't remember what system the HD version was for, so
Fair enough.
It was a journey.
All right. Sorry.
Remember what I said. The fourth person who swapped the cards made one critical error.
He or she or they wasn't considering the color on the backs of the cards.
Right. You could have just said they, by the way.
I didn't think of it until I was already saying the words.
Aren't you literally transgender?
Don't worry about it.
But how could such an obvious mistake occur? The cards used for the last game were red. Yet, there's one person here in our court who thought those cards were blue.
And he was really annoying about it too.
It was really
He was really
stupid.
annoying and dumb about
And
it.
he just started saying shit
He
about
just
it.
started saying the
Because it's so
stupidest
funny. I just
shit
love
about
how he's like, and this person just fucked up. And didn't know the difference between
He was-
red and blue.
He was so stupid. And then he waxed poetic like a big old dumbass. And if he hadn't done that, we wouldn't have had any proof. But he's just so stupid.
just doesn't know when to shut it.
Yeah, I had that impression too, but why? Bad memory, gang.
Well, Apollo, think you can figure out who it was?
It's not me, I swear.
Who is this fourth person?
Well-
he's looking behind him. He's scared.
It's like, where is he?
Where is it? Get out!
Why do I always
Ah.
get put on the spot like this?
Is there a bat in my courtroom?
Not the bat! Not the bat!
Let's hear what the defense has to say. Who was it? What if we just open the court record and just that photo you took of the bat? It's just in there.
They've inserted a picture of the bat.
Yeah.
I also,
But it's three. But it's still 3 pixels, so it's just kind of.
we're gonna have to edit this image right here.
Wait, yeah, I'll take a screenshot. I'll do it now. I'll do it while we
we gotta edit the bat into the video game.
bat mod. We're modding AA4.
We're
Bat
modding
mod.
A4. Get out of here, Kristoff. What I also like about this one is that I know that you have to remember that it was Kristoff, but it does immediately land on Kristoff. It is because he's the first person you meet, but I also think it's funny that it's just like, who could it be? Kristoff Gavin. Take that. You're lying.
All right, 1 second. I'm trying to make my image really quick. You're gonna like it.
Okay.
Do you want me to have an extra slot, or do you want me to put it on top of Kristoff?
Whatever you think is funnier.
I just think it's funnier if he's at the end. It's like
I
all these
also
normal
think it's
people and
funnier
then
if
just,
he's
a
at the end,
fucking bat.
actually.
All right, 1 second.
I got this wrong when I was playing for the first time. I didn't want to be him. No, you know what?
Here,
That's
I'm
fair.
gonna put it in stream space, and then you can send the link to it if you want, if you think it's funny enough.
Okay.
How's that?
You taught me how
That
to use the
means-
Nintendo DS. You're so.
Oh wait, I should have made it pixely. 1 second. Fuck. Oh, I don't. No, our mosaic. I can make him pixely. 1 second. 1 second. I can do this.
Over the chat and make a fridge. Put the bat on the fridge.
I made him so crunchy. 1 second.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
1 second.
Oh my god.
Store. I'm really dedicated to my craft.
Here,
you know.
you do that, and I'm gonna.
No. I have it. I have it right here. It's
Okay.
right here. Here you go.
Okay.
That.
Where?
That mod.
Where?
I put it in stream space.
Did you? I only see the one.
Yeah, I re-uploaded
Oh my
it.
god, he's pixelated.
He's
oh
grungy.
my god. Here, I'll send it and I'll decide if I want to do a. Decide if we're doing a fridge later. Oh, you called it bat PNG. That's good.
Yeah, you know, bat PNG.
There you go.
That's on PNG.
The bat is the murder suspect. Anyway, this is your line.
Yeah.
As I expected. Your eyes and ears are sharp as your hair.
I was
Lol.
right. Uh-oh.
Yeah, sure.
God, I'm like giddy to like get to this part of the case.
Well, we're
like,
here,
I'm, like,
so play it.
I'm fine. I actually don't give a shit, so you know, it's fine.
Christoph Gavin, you were the fourth person that night.
But of course, Mr. Gavin knows the color of the cards.
How would he? As you can see, the photo of the crime scene is black and white.
Which is stupid.
Yeah, why is it?
Why is it?
Like, because it's in the future. It's 2026, isn't it? Or
Yeah.
something? Like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
hey, why is it?
Why is it?
Photo and also color photography had already been invented when the
Don't
game
worry
was made
about
in
it.
2008.
Don't worry
So,
about it.
And, oh yeah, what's the story of how your dad got the bat out really quick?
Oh, he
Segue.
the way my house works is that, my desk and where the bat was basically just a hallway, and there's a door at the end of it. So my dad basically opened the door, and then I think took something and just kind of shooed the bat out into the night. If that makes sense.
Yay!
So.
Yahoo!
Can't
Gumshoe
tell which
took
of
a
the cards
picture,
are
and this is
blue.
the best camera he could afford. Hi, Gumshoe, I miss you.
Sorry, that was mean. That was mean. Sorry, Gumshoe. I didn't mean to be so flippant.
I
about
think
your
sometimes he's
existence.
funny.
I do think he's sometimes funny. I've never been like, I've never been a dickhead. I'm sorry.
You're okay.
I just think it's funny when people call it Gumshoe when people say that.
Yeah.
Because on Tumblr, when they were Tumblr, the last poll, there was like Gumshoe versus someone. Everyone in the text was like, "Let's go, dickheads!"
Okay.
I like. Sorry for having fun. Sorry for my whimsy.
You can't tell which the...
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
You can't tell which of the cards are blue. The ones on the floor or the table.
Oh my god.
But also, like, you should be able to. If you studied it, you could probably notice just by like, the blue ones would probably be darker, like in even grayscale.
Ronnie, don't worry about it.
I just think he's dumb. I just think Chris like. I just think he's stupid.
He is, but also don't worry about it. But look!
Okay.
You can see the colors in this photo.
Yes, but when he said the cards were blue, it was well before this evidence came to light.
Remember the timeline.
It is true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim. Yet it was only that, a game in the purest sense. Competition, Your Honor.
Competition.
Yes, a test of wits, a silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs wreathed in blue flame, know its final outcome.
God, what the fuck is he saying?
He
So
just says
stupid.
things.
Gets himself accused of murder because of that.
Lol.
Cringe
Well,
fail.
Do you want me to read it again?
Oh, I didn't. It didn't pick up.
Okay. Well, Kristoff,
Mr. Gavin, I know I just accused you of murder, but
he's
like,
he's just gonna explode.
Mr. Gavin, is something the matter? No, nothing. Excuse me, it was just so sudden. Right, you aren't seriously accusing me. Are you? Oh, Kristoff? You know, even I'd never take a joke this far.
once again, Apollo is like, do you want me to leave? I can
Apollo's
go.
just fucking standing in divorce court right now.
This has gone beyond ridiculous, beyond dumb. This is insanity. The defendant accusing his own defense attorney of murder.
I assure you, I'm quite sane.
Probably.
I mean, you're not. No
Not
one here
really.
is, but, like,
There's something
like,
so
no
wrong
one
with
here
you.
really is. So.
We aren't playing gay chicken anymore, Kristoff. Oh no.
But what possible connection could Mr. Gavin have to the victim?
I wasn't aware that I had a connection to Mr. Smith either.
Yes, but Mr. Gavin and the victim have never even met.
Well, what if they have?
He's like, want another plot twist, bitch?
He's like, I love to think that, like, what if he had nothing to back that up with? What if he's just like, well, maybe they did. I don't know. Fuck off. What if they did?
He's just bullshitting again, and he's like, oh shit, that's a surprise. Well, okay.
Phoenix bluffing. I missed it.
I missed him. I mean, he was literally, like, just here, but, like, you know how it is.
You know, literally.
There's a possibility, after all.
When I say that, I mean that in such a real way, because, like, that happens to me where I, like, miss characters, because have I ever told you when I saw Spider-Verse in theaters, during that last scene where they're, like, trying to get the USB and the whatever, like, the very last fight scene, I started crying. And my friend turned to me and was like, oh my god, are you okay? What's wrong? Because that's not a sad scene. Like, there's other sad parts of that movie, but that scene is not sad.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm gonna miss them so much. And she was like, what are you talking about? The movie isn't even over.
Yeah, that sounds like something. That feels like me. Like, I really do think while we're, like, dicking around, like, during, like, I think it'd be really good if we like marathoned Gravity Falls. Like, even if we just had it, like, on, like, in the background really quietly on our phones or something at a table. Fuck it. I'm gonna be like a wreck, just like when characters are gonna go, like, I'm gonna be like a Weird Mageddon part, like, 2, being like, in 45 minutes it's gonna be over.
Yeah.
And then what?
It was just such a
Then what do
surreal
I do?
experience, Hannah. It really was. I don't know if I had felt that way about media in, like, a hot second, or maybe ever, where I was actively watching it and, like, getting sad that it was about to be over. Like, I think it's happened with
I
TV
love
shows
seeing
to
the
a
Spider-Verse.
lesser
Seeing the Spider-Verse trailer in theaters is also just so good.
I'm gonna have to, like, find someone to go see Spider-Verse 2 with me, because I
Me.
can't just watch it in my home. Well,
And you're gonna see it with me.
well, like, if that's possible. If you're not... When does it come out?
I'll find a way.
When
I'll
does it
find a
come out?
way.
When does it come
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'll show up.
If all else fails, I'll go with Sarah, because Sarah's actually in state. How about that?
Am I not enough for you?
If you're, like, in school, how's that gonna work?
I just won't go to school that day.
You're in a different state. We have to play a video game.
If I tell professors in advance, they'll excuse it. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I have to go get on a plane to watch Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I'll just be like, they're like, oh, I thought you were just gone because you were, like, doing a con or something. I'm like, yeah, well, this is like kind of like a con in the sense that it's a convention. It's a meeting of the minds. You
Sorry.
know.
Oh, God.
Then I'll literally, I mean, I might, if it's in June. If it's in June or July, then we can literally make, who knows?
We'll have to
knows?
we'll have to figure it out. Anyway, this is your line.
Yes. They may have met that night before the game started. I don't know.
Fuck, I'm just saying shit. I'm just spitballing it.
He's, like, literally, like, high right now. He's like, what if they fucking met before? I don't even, what? Who cares? Who gives a shit? What are you suggesting?
Is this the truth Mr. Wright was staying silent about? Well, only one thing to do. Why the fuck would he wait so late to do this? Mr. Wright, the defense would like to request that you testify to the court.
The defense would like to request no such thing.
Hey, you're not the lawyer here. Mr. Gavin?
Testimonies must relate to the case.
But we just tied you to the room, so it's related.
How could anything happening before that game of poker be related?
We're trying to establish motive. Have you heard of it? Have you heard of motive, Mr. Gavin?
Justice?
Yeah.
God, I can't get over how ugly that suit is. I'm sorry. Every time I see that yellow, I'm like, God, that's awful.
I just love Phoenix's just, like, stance there. How everyone else is, like, stiff as a board,
He's
or, like,
just, like-
Apollo's bent over, and Phoenix is like, who fucking cares?
Yeah.
I didn't dress to impress.
He's wearing his slides.
I'm
The Adidas slides
Yeah.
are out, are fully out. God, that reminds me. I need Miku. I cannot wait until they release the Miku Crocs. The day they announced that they announced that collaboration like months ago.
I
And by
know
months ago,
Haley's
I mean,
gonna
like,
buy
one-
those the instant they drop.
And by months ago, I mean like 1 month ago. But like that's like a year for me right now. Well, because there's two things I love in this world: really, really fun shoes. You know that.
Mhm.
And two, Vocaloids.
Yes.
To be fair, a pair of Gumi Crocs would fuck me up more, but also Miku's like my color is the
Yeah,
thing.
that's true.
So like, and also it's not like there would ever be a fucking piece of Gumi merchandise, especially shoes. No one likes my girl. I mean, like people who like Vocaloid like my girl, but like from a corporate standpoint, people just know Miku.
True.
Like no one gives a shit that like. Well, Gumi's English voice bank is really good. That's not gonna get her on a shoe.
No, it's not.
That's not how shoes work, I don't think. Anyway, Miku, sorry, I like talking about shoes. I like it. It's fun. Well, let's talk about fun shoes sometime. Who wants to talk
Sometime
about-
not now though.
Okay.
I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Gavin. Mr. Gavin, I'm going to go buy the Miku Crocs now. As I explained before, the defense believes that Ms. Aureli... Am I to assume you speak for Mr. Justice in this? He is the defense. To you.
Ha.
So slay. Judge Sweep.
Judge Sweep for once.
Judge
For
Sweep,
once.
Literally.
This guy
It's a
does
good sweep
nothing.
though. It's a good sweep.
Yeah.
It's a wide sweep. The broom is here. It's a janitor broom.
Mr. Justice, matter of Mr. Wright's testimony is up to you.
Kristoff is like, you are so fucking fired if you do this.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, the good news is, if he does this and it's true, then I mean, technically he wouldn't have had a job anyway, so it's okay if he gets fired.
Yeah, it's fine. And if he doesn't, then he just, then it's fine.
Does the court, in your opinion, need to hear Mr. Wright's testimony?
What if you said no? You were like, no, and then you.
I was just playing.
That was just a little goofy fun time.
Yeah.
This was Mr. Wright's strategy. He was planning this all along. Took him a kind of long time to get here. And I intend to see it through. The defense would like to request that Mr. Wright testify to the court.
To justice, you would betray me, your teacher?
You know what? Caesar wasn't that great either, so like, I don't know if you're saying you're Caesar, I don't know if that's I don't know if this was a good reference.
Justice?
I'm sorry, Mr. Gavin. This isn't about loyalty. This is about the truth. And the fact that someone's super dead.
I mean,
Very well. The
I would
defendant, Mr. Wright, will take the stand, please.
I would trust him over Kristoff. I know too much information. But Kristoff is being suspicious as fuck. There's nothing
Yeah, he's
normal.
not like-
He's being super shifty.
I feel like if I was Kristoff, I'd just be like, I don't know why I said they were blue.
I was
I
just
wasn't
shooting
there.
the shit.
Like, don't like be like, I'm not fucking talking. Like, whoa, man.
Calm
now.
down.
Appetite to
no one said
nail
anything.
there.
That evening, Kristoff and I had dinner. We sat at the table in this photograph.
Yeah, he's so bad at this.
I
He's
love
so
how, like,
bad
Kristoff
at
is like,
murder.
he
He
thinks-
does so
He's
bad
like-
at
his
it
whole
all
thing
the
is, like, I'm
time.
the coolest. It's because he's the coolest defense in the West. He never breaks his composure. It's like the minute that it's because things always go his way. The minute like his scripted like scenario hasn't happened, he's just like, I'm going to kill everyone in this room. And
He has like
then
one
I'm-
very
and then I'm
specific
blowing up
plan,
myself.
and he keeps fucking it up because he commits murder and fails to be good at. Like, it takes him so long to do murder, and then he sucks ass at it.
This is why it's my favorite AA villain.
This is your line.
Shady Smith walked in 5 minutes after Kristoff left. When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress. Girl was knocked out cold and Smith was uncontrollable. I left to call the police. When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead. That's when I made another phone call to defense attorney Gavin.
You know, the one from the cutscene.
Mr. Gavin. You were at the Borscht Bowl Club the night of the murder? I dined with him rather frequently.
And he talked to
I'm
the
not
defendant.
not gonna elaborate on that.
Please don't. And he talked to the defendant on the phone directly after the murder.
Quite against my will, I had become involved in a murder.
Again, can't believe this keeps happening to me.
Thought I might be in need of a lawyer, so I called him. You were planning this all along, weren't you, right? Just because you wanted to drag me into your little murder trial.
Phoenix is like, I thought it would be a fun weekend.
Yeah, like, we don't do anything fun ever.
Yeah, we don't go out anymore. we eat at the club. We go home. We don't ever go out. We don't have fun.
No, it's so fucking boring. The only thing I want is the truth. That's crazy. You know what I want, Phoenix? As I did back then? No.
Okay.
What? You want me to? Do you want me to finish the sentence?
No, it was just such a long stretch of silence.
Yeah, I know. I'm so happy that I'm so happy you think I'm funny. It's really good for me. It's good for my ego.
Phoenix is gonna order DoorDash McDonald's. He pulls out his phone. He's like, I have
He's
this
doing it
nicer
right.
phone.
Literally, that's what the ellipses are in his sentences. It's not a dramatic pause. He's just like, fries? No.
He's like, I don't really want fries, but Trucy might want them. Trucy might
And
want
also
some
like,
fries.
but if I get a meal, it's cheaper than if I get a single.
So
burger.
maybe
I'm
I'll
good.
just get like fries and pass them off to Trucy.
Yeah, and
that'd be
then
good.
and then what drink do I? Yeah.
They're like, Mr. Wright, can you stop using your phone?
God, I wish that I wasn't part of the voice acting. I mean, I don't. I mean, I'm happy to be here. I love this, but also I wish I could be drawing at the same time because we have so many good drawing ideas.
You just
from
have
this
to write
alone.
them down and then find time in your life.
I do. Yeah, neither of us have any time.
We gotta stop doing things.
I mean, my thing is school right now. My thing is being an animation major, so I don't know if you want me to stop that.
Fair enough.
I thought my office was doing you a favor when we took on your defense.
Phoenix is like, nothing you do is
Lol.
ever a favor.
Yeah. I fucking hate you.
I hate your ass so bad.
Lol. It appears that I was wrong.
Also, if you weren't guilty, the way he's talking right now would be so weird. He's like,
I know.
You were planning this.
Yeah,
You were planning
What's
this and
that?
you were using you would just be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
yeah, literally
why'd you
just
ask what?
don't- just be like, huh?
What's going on?
I would just be I would be so lost.
Yeah.
Very well. Defense may cross-examine the witness. Justice.
Sir!
He's lying, and you're going to expose him.
I am? Understood, sir? Mr. Gavin versus Mr. Wright. This can't end well. Why can't I have a normal trial?
One trial and he's already I hate it.
It's not
I
even
hate
one
it
full
all.
trial. It's been literally, this is the second half of his first trial, and he's like, Jesus
been,
Christ,
2
I shouldn't have
hours.
gone to law school. I shouldn't have done it. Table in this photograph. Shady Smith walked in 5 minutes before Kristoff left. When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress. The girls knocked out cold.
With the right? No way.
It's so real. That's so real though, because Trucy and Athena are absolutely yeah, and Apollo's get me off this fucking bus.
About this failed trap. This is the same trap that Miss Olga O'Reilly mentioned.
Blah, 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 blah.
Flashback.
This isn't a funny enough one to, like, have me reading.
I
Oh, there they
know.
are. There they are again.
Oh, we're gonna have a lot of fun with Turnabout Serenade, I think.
We're gonna have to do it every single time.
Apollo,
swap
I'm
the
dying
cards.
again.
Lettuce.
Blah, blah. Yeah, Apollo's like, I should have stayed in bed. I shouldn't have come.
Yeah.
Yes, a harmless prank in essence. It was by a quirk of fate that I happened to discover it.
Quirk.
This is awful. I was watching YouTube shorts and one of the ones was like a cake maker and she went like, I have this quirk. Blah, 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 blah. And then in the comments, everyone was like, oh my god, she said quirk. She said quirk. She just summoned a whole fandom. And I was like, holy shit. Everyone
Like Homestuck?
No.
Wait, what fandom?
Isn't it My Hero? Isn't that what that's called?
Oh, they are.
It was
Sorry,
a
I forgot
lot.
that
It
other
was
media. I forgot that media I don't give a shit about exists.
You do give a shit about it though.
I give a shit about one shirt by
Yeah.
a Hot Topic intern.
The best shirt of all time.
And that's true. And we do. I also did think it was funny when Bakugo like died in the manga.
I thought
'Cause,
that
like,
was.
everyone
I
on
thought that
Twitter
was so
like,
funny. I'm sorry to fans of that, of it. I thought it was.
I'm
Just,
not.
It was just so funny. I'm
He
sorry.
fucking died.
I'm sorry. It was a little. It was just a little.
God,
bit
he
funny.
probably is back. He's probably alive again by now too.
I
which
think
sucks.
Haley explained it to me, but I don't know enough about it. And honestly, no offense, it's not my thing, so I don't know. Anyway, read your dude's lines.
The only superhero show Taya watches is Miraculous.
Shut the
so
fuck
you
up.
know.
There is a tax and you have to pay it too. He's still dead. Hi, JJ.
Here, I'll pay the tax right. If you want me to pay the tax.
No, I don't want to talk about it because apparently there were new episodes, so we can't talk about it right now.
I've got 28,000 channel points.
Don't. We're gonna play this video game. We're not talking about it.
We should do a stream in
Oh my
between games
God.
where we just play. We like find those like shitty like online like flash games, but like we try to see if there's any miraculous.
Not only are there, I've already done that. I
Okay,
already
great.
did that, and I had a video on YouTube
one of the
doing
saved
that.
TikToks, one of the like 50 TikToks I've saved to show you when we do cons.
God.
For people who don't know, my job is like saving TikToks to show my friends who don't have TikTok so that they don't have to go on TikTok, and I think it's a job of mine.
Okay.
I don't know what fucking episode it's from, but it's this clip where Cat Noir like he randomly all the comments were like, I think this was improv.
Oh,
And
God.
I know it probably wasn't, but it was probably scripted. But it is so it's like the one joke in the show that's made me like unironically like just like fucking lose it. Where he's like, stop following me, I'm not even an influencer, and then he like lands on a cop car and starts running away, and while he's running he just goes #run. And I think
I
the funniest
read the
fucking-
goddamn line, please.
No, I just love that he just running.
JJ, shut the fuck up. We had a bat issue.
We had a bat, but I just think he just randomly goes #run, and I think it's the most real the show has ever been. Anyway,
Happened to put my hand in my pocket and found a card.
The card she planted.
Yeah, I took a peek at it and found it was the 5 of hearts. I had a feeling something might happen, so I disposed of the card before the game. Disposed? Where?
why was he so like dramatic
I don't
about
know.
that? He's like, where'd you put it? Don't litter.
And there was an empty bottle of grape juice I've been drinking right beside me. I threw the card inside the bottle.
An empty
Yeah, and Tay
bottle
won't
of
get a
grape
rabies shot
juice.
about it either.
I fucking
Damn.
won't.
The murder weapon.
I'm trying to play a video game.
Yes, I rolled it up and shoved it in. The colored glass makes it hard to see. Colored glass, just like Minecraft. It's in Minecraft, if you care. Battle of wits between the deceiver and the would-be deceived. Now everyone's saying shit. Now everyone's just monologuing.
It's contagious.
Everyone around. Soon Payne's gonna be in it, and Apollo's just gonna be the only guy not monologuing. That sounds like terrific drama.
A card inside the murder weapon? That's strange. Did the
And an
police
orange,
miss it in their
too.
investigation? Maybe I'll take a look.
Mr. Wright, the poker head of courtroom number 3, approves of this battle of wits. Can you hear those sirens?
I can. Hello, Anna. No worries. Feel free to lurk.
Please revive your testimony with this new information.
Did you say
Wait, that sounds
revive?
like No, I said revise.
Oh, it sounded like revive on my end, and I was like, revive. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to present.
Sorry.
Well, I guess we have to look at them. Let's look at the bottle. They told me to look. Whoop. Whoop.
I don't think that happens until the end of the case.
I wasn't sure. They said look in the bottle. Or at least Apollo was like, I should check the bottle.
I think it's a red herring. Because it's another bottle, I think.
Oh, yeah. I was like, huh. Maybe. It's just one of those things where, like, I don't remember when things happen, so I'm going off, like, them saying shit. So when Apollo is like, I should check the bottle, I'm like, okay.
The bottle is completely empty.
I mean, maybe that was important for us to know. Like, to actually, like, not just us know, but, like, the game to realize we found out. You know?
Yeah.
Because he's saying, I disposed of the card in the bottle. I think... maybe we should present that.
I cannot remember.
Let me save. And let's present this empty bottle.
Nice. Mr. Wright, if I may, there's no fucking card in here.
Yes.
Thank you, Anna.
I've examined the bottle, and I don't see any cards in here. That's awkward.
No. No. Sorry, I fucking cannot get my voice lower for a second. That was weird. What, Mr. Wright? Surely isn't all you have to say for yourself. I can't say that I know what happened to the card.
It's like, that's fucking weird.
I did put it in that bottle, however. Oh, I just found a random selfie from, like, almost 3 years ago of me the first time I, like, did, like, Phoenix makeup. That's fun.
Nice.
Lore. Wrong voice. I was about to do judge for this. Perhaps a fifth person took. He's saying that this is so fucking petty. I love this quote. I love this. Perhaps a fifth person came and took it out. Oh, and a sixth person could have helped.
What about a seventh? Maybe an eighth? I don't know.
Mr. Gavin, Mr. Wright is your client. My apologies, Your Honor.
I won't have you disparaging our investigation either. We looked inside that bottle, and there was nothing.
So, what's going on? Is Mr. Wright hoodwinking us again? Certainly he wouldn't lie. Mr. Wright doesn't lie. Or did the card
Never
just
ever
disappear? Orange text.
In any case, please continue the cross-examination. I'm afraid decisive contradictions call for decisive evidence.
Oh.
I can do that, Kristoff, like, if you want.
Oh my god.
I like, know how. Like, I don't know if it's the way that, like, you want it, but... Push him harder, Justice. Break him. It's just you and the witness in the ring. Go for the KO. He's just gone now.
Kristoff is into wrestling.
Why do I get the feeling we're not on our client's side anymore?
That evening, Kristoff had dinner. that at the table. Shady Smith walked in 5 minutes late after. Discovered the trap bottle. The girl was knocked out cold and Smith was uncontrollable. So when he returned, he was dead, blood streaming from the cut on his forehead. That's when I made another phone call to the defense attorney. I don't know if we're supposed to press this one.
And when you returned, the victim was already...
dead. The fuck? I can't talk. I need water. I'm like really dehydrated.
Oh no.
Dead. Yes. Yeah, I might go get water really quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
You can read for me.
Gotta
be right.
Oh god, now I'm fucking things up.
I'll admit, I was a little startled when I walked in. A little. He was bleeding from his forehead after all. I guess I'd be startled too if I walked in on a scene like that.
The fuck do I have? Oh, thank you, Anna. Kristoff is doing his very best not to leap over the bench and punch Phoenix in the mouth. They're looking at each other from across the courtroom like doing, just trying to kill each other with their eyes. They're trying to shoot lasers out of their eyes and kill each other.
Mr. Wright, if I may. Yeah? Take a look at this photograph of the crime scene. See the victim here? He's wearing a hat. I wouldn't think you could see blood on his forehead.
Good point.
Justice. Next time you point out an inconsistency, put a little more oomph into it. Mr. Wright, can you explain this to the court?
I forgot to mention something.
I was the one who put the hat on his head.
Ew.
You put the hat on the dead man's head.
He wore it through our entire poker game.
After calling the police, when I returned to the scene, his head was in full view, not blue. Shining bright, just like in this photograph.
And I picked his hat up off the floor and put it on his head.
Why'd you do a thing like that?
All I can say is, I'm sorry.
But that's the only thing I touched at the crime scene.
So, Mrs. Orley didn't see it? Oh, really? Oops. It being the victim's, his head.
I'd think not. She was out cold.
I believe I was the only one who witnessed his head.
Yeah, all I can say is,
whoopsie doodle. Here we go again. Mr. Gavin?
Pardon? It just seems that
our client is determined to lie his way through this case. I also have to text my roomies because my laundry is... I didn't realize there was shit in the dryer and someone's laundry was in the dryer and my clothes are done in the wash and I need to put them in the dryer. So let me text my roommates.
Hey, he's still our client. Isn't he? I think, ethically, since we have to give, fair representation, if we think he's done it, I think we're actually supposed to, give up the case so we can get a lawyer who's actually going to defend him. I think that's ethically what we're supposed to do.
I believe that's enough of that.
Mr. Gavin?
This witness's testimony is more like a travesty. It's riddled with lies. I keep turning British. I'm beginning to see how you came to lose your attorney's badge 7 years ago. Well, you certainly have a unique way of treating your clients, Kristoff. I never knew. I believe it was you who threw the first stone. He's like, enough! We have stop
Shut the
it.
fuck up,
Everyone's
guys!
talking.
Mr. Wright, if you intend to ever tell the truth about this case, it's now or never. I'm really confused.
Don't be misled. I haven't told a single lie here.
Eh.
I'm not elaborating. When I noticed the trap, I put the card in the bottle to dispose of it. And when I put the hat on the victim's head, let's just say I had a reason for doing that as well. A reason? That reason is right here.
Your cell phone?
That night, recalled that I spoke with defense attorney Gavin after calling the police. I wonder if this ever happened, JJ, but I wonder, maybe it's I feel like it has to happen statistically, but also I feel like that'd be so fun, but also, I don't know if fun is the right word, if it's real life, but it'd be interesting. I need a Wikipedia link. Pronto. Just in case, I recorded our conversation.
I knew the bitch was guilty. I knew it.
I love him being yeah, Crystal's my bestie. I did preemptively record a phone call with him. So, just cause.
It's I did it right back. He's been recording my phone calls.
Wait, in real life? That's really funny.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
Well, I'm curious, what kind of fight it was, because I know it was probably just punching and slapping. But can you imagine if they were just bitch slapping and just whacking each other? All right. What's this? Now that we're all here, I see no reason why I shouldn't play it back for the court.
He's so I've gathered you all here today to listen to this bitch ass
He's treating the courtroom like it's his house, and he's just mentally on the couch, watching TV right now.
You know what he's doing? He's very much well, now that you're all here, I've locked the doors, and you will now listen to my 37-slide PowerPoint on this very specific thing that I'm into now. You cannot leave. I have taken your keys.
Yay.
And your phones.
Me manipulating you into playing Tails. It's fine. That was a mutual decision, and we had fun. Kristoff, I seem to be in a bit of trouble. What's this? Game not going well? Something like that. That gentleman who challenged you, he turned out to be good. He turned out to be dead. Someone hit him. Hard. You mean someone cracked that flawless bone china plate? Hate? It wasn't you, was it? Me? Please. The cop should be here anyway. I'm in your hands. Should it come to that?
Yeah, literally. He could just leave. He could just leave.
Bone
Okay, yeah,
china.
so it was just a typo. I was like, why did it say Pate?
Did it? I thought it said plate. I read it as plate,
Maybe I
but I
just-
don't know if that was me, just mentally fixing it.
Okay. Bone china plate.
Kind of porcelain, very smooth and shiny, and not plate, but Pate.
Phoenix
Okay.
is I heard you pronounce that L. I caught that L. No.
I believe he was referring to a certain gentleman's balding forehead. Yeah, what's with foreheads in this game? That's
Lots
crazy.
of foreheads. Lots and lots of them. This guy's got a forehead, too. Oh,
Court
thank you,
appreciates
Anna. I'll do a little
defendant's
stretch.
discretion and not indicating my forehead. I get to stretch too.
Oh, archaic
need to-
and humorous. Awesome. Glad to know these things about Kristoff. Archaic and humorous. Did you read this? I started stretching and zoned out.
I also started stretching. Give me a sec. I need a minute. I did start it though. The court appreciates the defendant's discretion in not indicating my forehead.
Wait a second. Something's not right about that phone call. So, after Mr. Gavin ate dinner with you, he left the Borscht Bowl Club.
Certainly.
Then how did he know? When did he see this bone china pate?
Oh, that's right.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
I have not had borscht.
Yeah. Yes. That was when I began to see my good friend in a different light.
Can you imagine, like, his brain putting two and two together,
Like the minute Kristoff says that sentence, like that would like his entire world just like zooming in on that.
Also, since we have it's a Shakespearean thing, Phoenix's dumb little theater brain went, oh fuck, oh shit. Kristoff has to be the smartest person in the room legally. If not, he has to commit a murder. I love this line basically because I think this is basically just canon, but I love that like Phoenix has like he's saying here, I began to see my friend in a good light right now, as if he like for a hot second has been like, that Kristoff Gavin. Something real off about this dude. Something super suspicious. I know people have different like opinions on when they think Phoenix started suspecting Kristoff. Objectively, the funniest is like basically now. The idea that it was just like very, very, very recent, and he was like, "Oh fuck."
I have a very specific idea on it, and it's based off of like a bit of canon and a bit of server discussion. So we'll get there.
I don't know why I was waiting for you to pronounce it. ...
I mean, I was debating if I should do like a noise of like disgust.
Yeah.
Troubled, I returned to the crime scene. And when I spotted Mr. Smith's head again, I realized exactly what was wrong. Well, Mr. Gavin, the stage has been set.
His theater brain.
Perhaps you would like to explain this to the court. Exactly how did you come by your privileged knowledge of the victim's head? So, this is your reason. The reason why you put the victim's hat back on. Fair point, Mr. Gavin. It's come down to this, hasn't it, Phoenix?
Everyone in the court is just like, do you know what's going on? Do you know what they're saying? Order! I will have order! Mr. Payne!
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, I can't hear you anymore.
Why not?
Oh, now I can.
Okay.
I couldn't hear you for like the past like 30 seconds.
All right. Weird.
I didn't know if it was just that you would like stop talking, but then when you did your pain line, I couldn't hear it, and I was like, oh, okay.
That's so weird.
It's fine. It's probably fine. It's probably fine.
I believe this court has been left with no other choice. Are you prepared to hear defense attorney Gavin's testimony?
Well, as the prosecutor,
Very well. We'll break for 10 minutes. After which Mr. Gavin will take the stand for a cross-examination. Are we all clear on that?
Crystal clear, Your Honor.
Very well. This will be the final recess for the day.
We gotta get through this fucking case. April 20th.
It's only 10:30. We can do it.
2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3.
I'm also very Polish.
I'm
It's
25% Polish. Lots of Polish people in this stream.
Polish group.
I mean, I don't know what, like, I'm white. I don't know what it's split into specifically. And I just know a lot of it's Polish.
Yeah, I am 50% Filipino, 25% Polish, and then it's like a mix of French Canadian, and a very, very tiny, like, I think 12%, or maybe less, of Dakota Sioux, but that doesn't count as anything.
That's fun.
But most, I just always say Filipino, it's easier.
Yeah.
Mr. Gavin and Mr. Wright are both in the judge's chamber.
98% is crazy. Is Polish.
Oh,
That's just
wow.
you're just Polish then.
Who'd have thought today would turn out like this?
Is this?
Yay! Yay! Yippee!
Should I just be her?
Well, you're Apollo, right?
Yeah, how
So
long
for
is this
this-
conversation?
For this, it's not long.
Okay.
So for this scene, I can be Trucy, and we can talk about it the next case then, if you want to be her.
Okay.
May I?
There she is!
Huh?
Yay!
What?
Hello, sir. Please, pick a card.
What's this all about? Is this one okay?
Excellent.
I have a message for you. I don't know. I've never been Trucy somehow during all the voice readings, so I'm figuring this voice out on the fucking spot.
The last
Duh.
the last hand is about to be played. You'll need a trump card to make it.
Trump card?
The card you have chosen is magical. Use it wisely, and the game is yours. That's all.
An ace!
Yo! All the shit. I love putting this shit in fan art. Love drawing this thing.
I'm actually sick of
It's
it
every
because
time.
I'm really bad at drawing spades. Like really bad at it. They always look like shit.
You're not sick of it when I do it, right?
Oh, I'm sick of drawing it. Like me.
Oh, okay.
Like me and myself.
I thought you meant you were sick of seeing it. And I
No,
was
no,
like,
no, no,
damn,
no.
okay.
No, because I've had to draw it for. I think I the last time I drew it was
JJ.
for the dry flower acrylics, and I was like, fucking shit, I hate this. Anyway,
You would have died as a Homestuck artist. The cartoons would have
that's
had you
simply
just
why
growing up.
that's actually the surprise reason why I never got into
Yeah,
Homestuck.
that's why you just saw the card suits and you're like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
An ace.
I guess we're into Delta Room, but it's different. It's
Yeah.
like silly card suits.
Yeah.
Where do I remember that card from?
Mr. Smith's hand has 3 aces. Mr. Wright's 2. It has 5 aces in all. It is true. I have seen it. The 5th ace. There was cheating, I swear to you.
The missing 5th ace. Wait, this blotch of red. Is this blood?
You have your trump card. Now it's up to you to cut the deck and draw the truth. My father's fate is in your hands. I know you can do it. There she is, and there she goes.
This blood-stained card
Jersey.
is my trump card for finding the truth.
I love how he's like, not like, who the fuck was that? I felt like he doesn't even go, oh my god, that's Mr. Wright's daughter. He's just like, anyway.
I fell deep into thought as my mind raced to understand what this all meant. That girl. I'd seen her recently, but where? That's when I made the connection. Holy shit.
Night, JJ.
Baby, she's so little.
She's so easy.
She's so little. Little baby.
Ugh, Bambino.
April 20th, 2:45 p.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. He just kind of
Court
like
will now
cut
reconvene.
his hand a little. Give himself a paper cut.
Court will now reconvene. Defense attorney Christoph Gavin, will you please take the stand?
And he's fucking pissed about it.
Now then, if you would, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. Will the witness state his name and occupation?
You missed Trucy. Nate, you missed Trucy. This is so sad.
Nate, you literally missed Trucy.
You literally missed our girl. She'll come back. This is so upsetting. I need you to meet her, and I need you to love her with me. I mean, I know you like her from my fix, but that doesn't count. That's not the same.
I mean, we'll have her in case too.
We'll have her in case
locket.
she'll be
You
here.
missed the locket. You missed the locket.
Well, the locket technically
You
comes
gotta
back.
you just gotta send Nate like the gif of the locket.
The locket! Anyway, Reed, we should try to get
Also,
to more
this is true. Trucy in your fix is the best.
Aw,
so.
thank you.
Anytime. Is this farce necessary, Your Honor? Believe me, far stranger things have gone on in this courtroom. Fine, I'll play along. First, there's one thing we need to have made clear. How did you know about the secret beneath the victim's hat?
By secret, I'm guessing he means the fact that Mr. Smith was bald.
Forgive my curiosity. I don't even know why I keep going British. I think I'm like trying to be like tense and poised.
I
and
think
guess
you're
that's what
trying
my
to
brain-
almost go for transatlantic, but you aren't hitting it, so it's like going
not-
too British.
Don't make fun of me!
No, because that's how I feel. No, that's how I feel when I try to do transatlantic. I always end up going British.
I don't even know if I'm trying transatlantic. I think I'm trying to
Well,
do,
I feel like
1%.
But well, no, because that's when people think of like really sophisticated U.S. accent. They're usually actually thinking more transatlantic. That's usually the vibe people end up going. for.
Somewhere originally I was trying to last year I was trying to do 1% German, and it's just kind of morphed into like
That's fine.
whatever the fuck I'm doing now. It doesn't sound too bad, right?
No, just a little bit quiet sometimes.
Okay, cool. I mean, I can just fix that by like getting closer to my mic, so
Uh-huh.
you know. Forgive my curiosity, but what is it about this fellow's head? Also, that's just a British sentence, I think. That was just a British sentence.
Fair
so.
enough.
Your Honor seems to have an inordinate interest in it.
It's his objection.
Sorry, I knocked over my
There
fucking
he is!
mic.
There he is!
I knocked over my fucking mic. Ah,
There's his music.
I need him.
The music. We're all really normal in here right now.
I want him. Who said that?
Who said that?
Mr. Wright!
Apollo is fully like about to throw up. He's like about to.
yeah.
He's like vibrating out of his skin.
He just climbed back there.
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing, right? Well, things sure look different from the other side. You know what I mean, Apollo?
He's like, this is where Maya insults me a lot. This is where Maya
I've never been in
stands.
this place.
This is where Maya and Mia take turns calling me an idiot.
Speaking of looking from the other side, let's consider something for a second.
Literally, Kristoff is so fucking mad about this right now. He's gonna explode. We're just gonna watch this guy become explosion, 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 explosion.
My favorite shirt! God, we need to figure out how to get that shirt, Taya.
We do.
We really, like, that's not even a joke. We just need that shirt. We need, like, we need to have them as, like, matching pajama shirts. That'd be really fun. Victim wore that hat all night, never once taking it off, except for that one time.
That one time being the instant he was hit.
Oh.
When Mr. Wright returned from reporting the crime, the hat was lying on the floor. Mr. Wright picked it up and placed it on the victim's head. In other words, in order to have seen Mr. Smith's bald head, you would have to be You would have to be at the scene of the crime at the time of the crime.
That's not me.
In other words, you'd have to be the real killer, is what you're trying to say.
I fucking like that is one of my favorite. I don't even want to call it. I think it's an animation. I don't remember what the artist called it.
It's like a PMV.
Well, like I don't remember what the
cross with
artist
an
calls
it's
it in
also
the
kind of
title.
an animation, yeah. It's not an animatic.
No, it's not. But it's so fucking good. I
so good.
actually prefer the original one to the one they cleaned up a
original-
lot more. But it's so good. I gotta watch it again
And
after
I'm not
this.
I'm not even like a big fan of that song or like Taylor Swift in general.
It works
honestly, besides
so
some
good.
songs.
Like all of
It
the
works
lyrics
so
line up
fucking
so well. It's like
It works
it's
so well.
huge brain. Look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy.
I still get fucking comments every day on my "You're gonna go far" animatic,
Nice. Which is great. It's just the fact that I can't fucking look at it anymore, and I know, and it's
My
also
guy-
like, not really what an animatic should
My
be.
guy. I get comments
God.
on a miraculous ladybug if I could tell her animatic. So like we can't speak about it.
Well, how many views does it have?
20 no. A few it's over 10,000.
Someone messaged me about my Promised Land animatic because I took it off YouTube because I think it's really fucking ugly. And
That was the
someone
first
sent me
thing I
honest
saw
ask-
from you.
Well, pretend you didn't. And
You sent it in a server
that-
we were both in, and I was like, holy shit, I love that song. You've never
not the
seen it,
animatic.
Nate? It's really bad. It took me several months. It took me like 6 months to do, and it's really short.
I
It's
thought you were
only...
talking about mine. I thought you were talking about mine animatic.
No, no, no.
Okay, I know it's really bad, but like
No,
Jesus.
I'm talking about mine. It's just
Okay.
by the time I did it, like a bunch of other people had done longer ones, and mine is really bad, and I actually think they like spin, and I actually think that I 50,000 views. Why? Anyway, here, not
What
that
is
you can
mine
see
at?
it.
So
It's only like a minute long.
So you're gonna go far, Clav. From it's been oh my god, it's only been like it's almost been 2 years. It's like a year and something, and then it's at 49,000 as we speak. But Promised Land was also at at least 20,000. It was like in the double digits.
At least I
And
called
I
mine
just
an
got this-
animatic, and I think it actually is an animatic. I at least knew that much. That's all I can say.
Yay! I feel like you're gonna go far, Clav is like too like dramatic, and I think there's not as many in betweens as there should be. So like now that I'm an animation major, I'm like, fuck, I don't even know if it like really is a good animatic, but also, oh, thank you.
Sorry, I need to save.
Yeah, I'm happy that people like it. I do. It's one of those things where I do like it because of like all the work that I put into it, and I do like it for what it is. But I've also done a lot better, and like now that I've like done more study like with animatics, I'm like in animation in general, I'm like, oh, I do so much different here, and I just wouldn't do some things and like call it an animatic, like you know. So like I'm definitely never gonna delete it. Unlike Promised Land, which was my first viral video, but if you don't count like my 1,000 views on the Gravity Falls map part from like 10 years ago. But you know, I will always keep that one up just because I am really proud of it. It was definitely one of my more biggest. God, so many sirens. It's definitely one of my bigger projects that I like am still like really like I'm happy with it. I guess I could say I'm more proud of it than I am happy with it, and I'm still decently happy with it. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm definitely not gonna put it in like a reel or anything. And I definitely want I'm working on a different clavier animation right now, and then like I want to do more animatics and like vary it a little bit. but I'm also like I'm keeping it up because I'm so proud of it, and I really do like read every comment, and it makes me so happy that people like it. Sorry, I didn't mean to be rambling. I'm very happy that animatic like reached so many people, and that I don't hate it the way that I did the Promised Land one. I might just remake that and be like, I'll you get it again.
Fair enough.
I might do that. Like, yeah, not bad, Apollo.
Please don't, Hannah. We're just gonna play this video game because we can't do that.
Mr. Gavin, I'm afraid that I haven't been entirely honest with the court.
You see, I'm a little fucked up.
What?
Oh, I assure you, I have the noblest of intentions. I did it all to protect my client, Mr. Wright.
That doesn't mean it's normal. They lie in court all the time, Nate. Literally every single
Yeah.
person lies.
Yeah,
What?
Nate. Yeah. every witness
But they
commits
do.
perjury.
They like bring up perjury maybe twice in the entire series, and one of them I think is in Versus. Oh, this is your
I'm
line.
afraid in the current situation, I see little reason to hide anything. Very well. Allow me to tell you the truth of what happened that night. Am I being too quiet still?
No, you're a little muffled, and I don't know why. I don't.
I'm trying to like find the balance between like being close to my mic and like eating my mic.
No, you're okay. That's louder, but I think in general you just sound a little muffled to me, and I don't know why. But it's not that bad.
Okay. Tell us, how are you involved in how did you evolve?
How are you evolved?
You evolved a bit, I think. Tell us, how are you involved in the events of that fateful night? Yeah, literally consuming my mic. Like it's hard because it's like one of those mics where you do need to get really close to it. I think
That's
like
fair.
that is how it works. But also, like if I get too close, then it's like it doesn't help. It just makes me sound like I'm smushed against the mic. So it's like I need to find a balance where I'm like close to it, but not like just. I need to find where to. It's fine. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
They're
No
like
worries.
Pokemon.
That fateful night.
You should do it. It'd be fun.
And if anyone ever wants animatic information or like what,
I'm sorry, this is just me, and Taya knows this. I'm a hater about when people call things that aren't animatics when words like PMV and edit exist.
so if anyone wants animatic tips, reach out to me. Also, if anyone's taking this out of context, I will never like bother people about that. It's just in my head. I promise. I'll still probably give the video a like and really love it.
I just need to say that to cover my own ass. But Taya knows what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
The rage I sensed in that man that night troubled me, so I returned to the club. The rage in that man.
Yeah.
I went down to the basement and peeked in through the little window to the hideout. Must have been right after the murder took place. The victim was dead as he appears in the photo. A bald head, an unconscious girl, and Wright holding a bottle in his hand. I sensed that it was not the best place for me to be at the time, and so I left. That's when the call came from Wright.
So, you witnessed the murder?
Oh, also same, Hannah. I actually found a sticky note from late 2019 and early 2020 when I like first got into the Ace Attorney fandom with all the songs I wanted to do animatics to, and I never did any of them, so I just think about them sometimes.
For animatics, I feel like I'm either working at them like the slowest speed ever, or like my Stan animatic, my most recent animatic, which was my most recent animatic was the Fran Maya one. That one I did at like a pretty steady pace, but with some like gaps from schoolwork. It was pretty slow going, but like in a steady way. Stan animatic, I did like half of it like in one sitting. I just spent the entire day like I need to just draw 50 images of him or I'm gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of just how my process is, which is, really good for me. I have like a to-do list for animatics and I just stare at it every now and again because like I want to do all of them. And like ideally I can, and I might be able to actually get like a decent handful of them done next year if I apply myself. But like I can't do it this semester. Like Taya knows how fucked my schedule is. Like when I'm not working, I'm sleeping. So I just can't do it. Like I literally posted fan art today. I hope you all liked my Phoenix art. Did you all like it? I liked it. You're not getting anything else for a bit. Maybe not even until like I'm done this semester. All right. For better or worse, I missed the actual moment of the deed. Mr. Gavin, may I remind you that you are on Mr. Wright's defense team. Yay! Flipbooks are fun. Whoever was Flipnote? Was anyone a Flipnote guy? I was like my biggest foray into like random XD culture before I even like was on Scratch .edu was I was on Flipnote Hatina and like consumed media from there, which
I'm gonna make a reference for Taya. I feel like being onto Flipnote is like a direct pipeline to like animated YouTube series. But I didn't get into all the things that some people did. I just was like only on Flipnote because I was just like, this is fun, this is silly, this is great. And I was a Flipnote guy. I loved Flipnotes. I loved not making them and just watching like stickmen like ninja fight each other. And it was like really good. I was like 10 and I was just like, this is great. And then Flipnote Latino went down. So they're like, we're not doing it anymore. And that was like my 9/11. So, you know. Your testimony is clearly disadvantageous. I don't have disadvantage. I know the word. I know the fucking word. I just can't say it.
Disadvantageous?
Disadvantageous. That's it. Your testimony is clearly disadvantageous to your client. What else could I say? I'm standing on the witness stand, after all. So you are, Mr. Gavin. And you had to testify as you just did. You had to tell him you saw the scene of the crime through that little window.
Mr. Wright?
You had to say that. Because that was the only probable window of opportunity. Right, Apollo?
Oh, you're letting me do my job now? Cool.
Mr. Wright, the defense should do the cross-examination, not the defendant. Actually, Avula, the little box that they had Aurelie stand on for a bit when she was hunched over, they never took the box away, so Christoph's just standing on it, box and all. That's why he's so tall. Mr. Justice, are you prepared?
Yes, Your Honor. I can't believe I'm going up against Mr. Gavin. This trial is getting weirder and weirder.
Buddy, you don't understand how weird it was.
Yeah, like fucking wait. Just wait until you have a rival.
That man, you mean Mr. Smith?
He was different from the other customers. His aura, shall we say. I knew he was a serious poker player, but it was more than that.
So then you knew the true nature of your client's job?
Sorry for having my window open and like you're just getting so much like city ASMR, but like also I want fresh air. And it's really warm out. Of course, but I also knew he wasn't engaged in gambling, which would be illegal.
And as we know, I hate things that are illegal. I'd never do them.
That's why I don't do them, yeah.
Well, it makes sense that he'd know. They were friends after all, I guess.
In a way. Worried for my friends, I returned to the club. You see, I feared this Mr. Smith might be someone coming to settle an old score. He's like looking directly at Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
I see you. What happened then? I went down to the basement and...
You already read these, don't worry.
I don't need to fucking read that.
Those were the only three at the scene of the crime?
Yes, as far as I saw, at least.
Then we're back where we started. The killer was the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Who else could it have been? But why didn't you talk to the police?
2 reasons. First, I didn't actually witness the very moment of the crime.
So it was fine if I left.
Second, my office was asked to defend Wright. And even after seeing what I had seen, I couldn't abandon my friend.
There must have been someone else there at the moment of the crime.
Justice. I just said I saw no one. Not a soul.
He's
Smile.
like, shut the
Love
fuck
his little
up.
smile. Beam.
But that goes against what Mr. Wright said.
Ah, yes, this mysterious 4th person. Who would conveniently be the real killer, I suppose. Glad to see we agree, Mr. Gavin. Let me pose a question then. Tell me, what possible reason did the real killer have to swap the car? I messed up. Goodbye.
Bye. See you later.
Bye. Did the real killer have to swap cards in the victim's hand? Perhaps you can show us a reason why such a thing would be necessary.
How can I show something I can't find myself?
Remember, Apollo, the card that was swapped out was the 5th ace.
The 5th ace, right.
Well, Mr. Justice, the question of why the killer would swap out a card has been raised. Can you point to a reason?
Can I point to a reason?
Let's break the law!
A little girl gave me some evidence, and I think it's a great idea to present it with no further
And
question.
I did not even take a look.
I will not do any sort of checking. I am just going.
Trusty could have written down, like, this is forged, and he just hasn't even checked yet.
Yeah. Like, okay, here's the thing. Obviously, fucked up thing for Phoenix to do. Apollo also could, like, he probably should have also done a little bit of a check there. I guess he's a newbie, but,
right.
like, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna go see laundry stuff.
All
I'm
right,
gonna be right
I'll
back.
keep doing this. And Anna, no worries, you're totally fine. You are totally fine. I made all of my animatics, and by that I mean I started a bunch in like 2017 and I didn't finish any of them. All of mine I did frame by frame. Like literally, like I would draw a frame in Photoshop and then I would use iMovie. And I just used iMovie to get them all together. And if you've ever heard of Scribs, now they go by Cryptid Worm, I think. I remember when they used to do those really, really big Hamilton animatics. I don't think the original uploads are up anymore, but if you ever saw one of the big Hamilton animatics, Cryptid Scribs did those. Or Scribs, Cryptid Worm, I can't remember all their usernames. I'm pretty sure now they're Cryptid Worm. But all of those Hamilton animatics were just made like in the same way. Like draw in an art program and then upload the individual like layers into just like a drop-in click editing program like iMovie or Windows Movie Maker. So like it's no big.
I know the exact person you're talking about, like for Hamilton animatics,
Yep.
So
It's now or never.
Also, you do not need to ever, like, not to say the words animation major again, but, like, you can talk to me about the animatic, the whole pipeline. Talk to me about it anytime.
Did you read this already?
Sorry, no. I was reading a message from an artist who we had been struggling to contact for a project, and they just contacted me, and they've had a power outage for a week. I don't know where they live, but I've had a power outage that lasted a few days, and it fucking sucks. So I'll respond after and be like, no worries, you're totally fine. We just like, I hope everything's okay. That sounds like it sucks ass. Anyway,
The defense would like to present evidence to the court. Evidence showing the reason why a card was swapped out.
Kristoff is like, what the fuck? That's not in my plan.
Go ahead and point out your reason, Mr. Justice.
Why did the killer take the 5th ace?
Yeah, if anyone's curious what I do for my animatics, I do it the professional way, aka I use the Toon Boom Studio. I use Storyboard Pro, but
You can't
also-
do it if you don't like not to give stuff away, but we tried and it's not easy to get if you're not paying the license.
yeah, or if you don't do a free trial, and like I think
It's
there's
not
free.
worth it.
Not to
No
say
offense,
this,
it's
I
not
think
worth
there-
it.
I mean, the problem is that now I'm addicted to it because it's really fucking good. But it's also like there's a reason why the only people that use it are like professional, like independent artists who are like established and also like Cartoon fucking Network. Like, it's pricey, and so is Toon Boom. If I had to pick one, I just pick Toon Boom and just do animatics in there. But
I think there might be a way to find some free keys for it because I have heard of people who are able.
Yeah,
to
but we
get it.
haven't been able to. Anyway,
And yeah, if I ever figure it out, you'll be the first person I tell. So
My reason is, this. I got it from a teenager.
Is that an ace?
You can make a joke there. You can make a good joke there, I think.
okay.
Is that an ace?
Okay. Yeah.
Why? Why, it's got blood on it. Right next to the spade. What?
He's twitching.
This is insane. Why wasn't I told about this? Why?
Could this be the missing fifth ace?
No, it's gonna be stuck in my head now. Oh no.
Inconceivable. How could you? What are you doing with that card?
Well, that's the thing. Why is Mr. Gavin so upset? It's just a fishy card for some fishy girl that I thought I would present as evidence in a murder trial.
No, that card is mine. That is, I picked it up at the Borscht Bowl Club that night after the murder had occurred.
I just thought a little stealing from the crime scene would be kind of cool.
like kind of silly.
Kind of
Give it
fun.
to my daughter. Cards are her stock and trade after all.
I said, hey Trucy, check out this bloody card. It's got blood on it. I don't know how hygienic that was. And she was like, that's so cool, Daddy. I love it.
That's what I've always wanted.
Just what I've always wanted.
Nante, can you hear us? Get back in here. There's a Trucy mention.
But there's not a Trucy yet.
I know, there's no Trucy image.
We gotta get back to her. We have to get through this case so bad.
Yeah, we can do it. And then I need to go to bed.
Jesus Christ, go faster, go faster.
I know I am. No. Impossible. Unacceptable.
Ugh. He's like coughing up phlegm.
Court can't accept this evidence. It's a fraud. Now I'm turning into the judge. I have like 3
Don't worry
voices
about it.
in me
Don't
right
worry
now.
about it.
And they're all not great. Fraud. How can you be so sure? What? I would think the only person who could claim it was a fraud would be the one who took the real card from the crime scene. The real killer. Allow me to elaborate. What if this trace of blood was the reason?
The reason for
For the killer to take the card from the scene of the crime.
Where are you going with this?
Taking a look at the photo and at the victim's head. At the moment of the crime, his head fell to the floor. And a trickle of blood ran from his forehead down to the back of his head.
Couldn't a drop of that blood have fallen on one of the cards?
I suppose.
Killer then took the card to hide the blood. Regardless, that evidence is non-permissible. No? Right. Regardless of how you wasted the last 7 years, you used to be a lawyer. You know what a serious crime is to conceal evidence. Oh, we can discuss the finer points of our legal system later. He's like, I got theories. Believe me, I got ideas.
Mm-hmm.
What's important now is that I've answered your question. What are you talking about? Well, yeah, exactly. You wanted to know why a killer would have taken a card from the crime scene. Now, I've told you. That one drop of blood would have been decisive evidence, you see. This is baseless. Conjecture. Baseless. I love hearing his objection. I get like really excited. Yeah!
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 Hell yeah!
Face! Party! Party! We're like high-fiving with our
Yes, we
brains.
are.
I can feel it. Like I felt you in the room. I felt you like in the room with me.
Mm-hmm.
No, I assure you it's quite based.
This is I love when you can just take screenshots of Ace Attorney and be like, look at this.
This is the best game in the whole world. They don't make them like this anymore.
What if they did though? What if A7 was like really good though?
What if A7 was just Phoenix being like, that's base?
What if that was the game? They're like, we took a really long time to make it and we think you're really gonna like it, and it's just that image. You pay $60 for that image.
It's not even animated. There's not
No.
even the screen shake. There's not even the screen shake. It's a single screenshot with like a really distorted version of like A4 music playing.
Yeah.
Like,
Perfect.
did you like it? Did you like the game? What? I don't know what that means.
It's amazing, really.
How based it is. How a single drop of blood on a single card can lead us to the truth.
Don't worry about it being fake.
God, I wish I could do his voice better. I like my motive. It's a bit embarrassing how much of my motivation for considering like going on TV for a year or two is like, oh my god, my voice acting. It'll be crazy. It'll be so good. It's quite simple. Well, Apollo,
Yes, I'm allowed to talk again?
Try picturing the scene of the crime in your head.
Mind palace. Go there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
3D, crappy 3D models.
Whee! This is
this is
me trying to
Yeah,
figure
I
out
was
how
just-
CSP works.
That literally, I was literally just about to say this is literally me in Clip Studio dragging in like 10 different 3D models to like make a bedroom look normal. The murder took place in the hideout.
The body of the luckless victim was found at the poker table. And before the killer swapped a card out,
There was a single card with a drop of blood on it in the victim's hand.
given this, there is one decisive problem with this scene.
Well, what is it?
Let's keep it simple, shall we? Given that there was a drop of blood on the card, whose position in this diagram doesn't fit? The victims, the killers, the witnesses, the second witnesses. Whose position doesn't fit with a bloody card? It's Kristoff, I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure? I thought it was the
Or-
victim.
Actually, no, I was gonna say I think it is the victim, maybe.
Hold
My
on.
bad. I was stupid for a second. I was just like, wait, it's Chris. No,
Because
it's
doesn't
not.
it have to be turned around because the cards are on the
Yeah,
table?
because he's turned around because Kristoff came out of the secret entrance and Zach turned around to face him and that's
And he
how
went,
it dripped
bam!
backwards. Yeah, but it dripped out backwards off the top of his head onto the card on the table, or whatever.
I love how I clicked it again as if that was how you present in this game.
Well,
You know,
isn't the victim's position the problem?
I don't follow your logic here, Mr. Justice.
Well, look, the victim was struck on the head, sending him back in his chair. You'd think any blood would fall behind the body, not onto the table in front of him.
Ah,
Take a look at the photo again. Take a look at this photograph. If he bled in this position, the blood would fall on the floor.
We haven't made that joke yet. I had to make it.
that song fucking played. It's like on the playlist of songs that play at my work, and every time, I don't know if you've ever heard the lyrics, like the verses of the songs.
Uh-huh.
Like, the verses are so fucking obnoxious.
Nice.
I don't like them. I don't know what Avril Lavigne saw in him. To be really real.
The blood would fall on the floor, not on the cards.
Why, that's right. So, what does this mean? Incidentally, we were sitting in swivel chairs.
He's like, I was spinning in those so much. It was really
He's
fun.
like,
I really
Listen,
like spinning
Your
in
Honor.
them. Swivel
Honor.
chairs? Oh man.
Apollo, I was spinning so fucking much. Anyway, try turning the chair around.
Wee!
the chair was facing the other way.
It would have to be. So we have to assume that at the time of the murder, the victim's chair was facing away from the table.
Mr. Wright returned from informing the police. Which way was the chair facing? When I came back to the room, the body was facing the scene in this photo.
That would mean the killer turned the chair back around.
Let's take the next step. Look at the diagram once more. Wait, now
Now the victim was facing away from the table.
at the time of the murder. But this creates another significant contradiction.
Again.
Let's test your reasoning skills again, shall we? Apollo, whose location on this diagram contradicts our new understanding of the crime? It's the killer, I think.
Okay.
And I already read that the first time, so...
You're not gonna do it again, okay. Whose location contradicts the victim facing away?
I think it's
maybe save. You should save.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think it's the killer because the killer kind of maybe not though. Maybe it is Kristoff.
I think it is the killer, but you just have to think of it as killer and not like Kristoff, like over here. I think that's where you're probably getting tripped up. Like,
no, I meant like I don't know. Never mind. I think it is. I couldn't figure out which circle we were clicking because I thought there was a time where we did click Kristoff's circle, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think it's because we're not really pretending. Who's this?
Yeah.
Let me just.
Yeah, the victim was struck
Okay.
from the front, correct?
Indeed.
Well, wouldn't it be hard for the killer to hit him from the front, sitting where his indicator currently is?
I would think it'd be quite hard.
Yes. You know what? Never mind.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Makes no sense. Why would the victim suddenly turn to face the wall in the middle of a game?
Bored.
Fun.
I believe it's sufficient. Yeah. Like, have you like never been in a swivel chair?
Those things rule.
They're based even.
I believe a sufficient reason will soon come to light.
Cards upon the table and cards upon the floor, dude.
What?
Zach Gravery.
There's something in this diagram that makes far less sense, actually.
He's like, this is super fucked up.
Look again at the diagram. Apollo, the victim was struck where he was sitting as shown here. Where would his assailant be standing? Try marking it on the diagram. That we just all have a printout now.
What? But there's no room to put a mark where the killer should be. I read that weird.
Don't worry. Let's think it through and see what we find. We know the victim was facing towards the wall at the time of the crime. That's the only thing we know for sure. Try to forget about everything else. Where would the killer have to be standing to strike our victim from the front?
The killer had to be standing, well, here.
Isn't it here? Okay, the music stopped.
No, it is.
Oh wait, no.
Sorry.
You get points for flair, but
Oh.
that's about all you get.
Thought it was on something there too. Was I off? Oh wait, no. I think
Okay,
they're-
I was gonna say, I was like, I think we're good.
No, I
That's
think
the
this is
correct-
just the game being like, you fucked
Yeah.
up, and then Phoenix is like, plot twist.
I hardly need to point out that standing there would be impossible. The victim is facing a solid cupboard.
Yeah, Phoenix is a better teacher.
Or are you claiming the killer climbed into the cupboard and hit him from above? Ha!
Yeah, I actually do think Kristoff scaled that shit like a monkey and just kind of jumped. It's funny, right? It's simple logic, really. If this was the only place the killer could have been standing, then that means that, the very moment of the crime.
Wait, I know. At the moment of the crime, the cupboard wasn't there.
What's this now?
I'm just making shit up and hoping for the best.
Caveman mode. I mean, that's the wrong name, I think, for that text box.
I mean,
Or-
that's the only explanation, right, Mr.
Or maybe
Gavin?
Because like that feels like an Apollo line. Like
I don't
Is
know.
that just me?
I don't know.
Because I feel like this feels weird for Phoenix to be
It does.
saying. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know.
I don't
It just
know.
felt like a weird
Whatever.
thing. It felt weirdly... It felt out of character for, like, everyone involved.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I have a suggestion for the defense. Whatever. We should arrange to examine the cupboard and the hideout immediately. Whenever I hear just the words "the killer," I just think about the Wendy Williams.
Me
clips.
too. The
And I
killer.
think about all those Tumblr posts that were like based off of it, where it's like, I don't want to go downstairs in the dark.
What if the
killer
killer-
could be there? What if
Not
the
Nick the
is
Killer.
there?
We can't talk about Nick the Killer. We'll talk about Nick the Killer sometime in chat, Hannah. How about that?
I don't know who Nick the Killer is. I don't
I'll
either.
tell you in chat because it's a specific story and I don't want to like put that person on blast in.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Bailiff, send a team to the crime scene immediately. Have them try to move the cupboard. And then I guess we all just wait. Your Honor. What? There's one more thing you're meant to look for. Please give this to the bailiff.
It's like an order. It's like another food order. He's like, yo,
Yeah,
can you
he's
pick me
like,
up some
hey, he's like, I save money if I order pickup instead of delivery, so like,
if
can
you
you,
want to
like,
steal
save
a
me
fry,
$5?
you can, but like
yeah, like you can Juicy
you
said
can have
she
a
doesn't
you
mind
can
stealing
steal
them.
like a fry tax. I'm down with that.
Yeah, like just I'll save $5. Come on.
Yeah.
Yes, I see. You do belong in the courtroom after all, Mr. Wright. I do my best. God, he's everything. You need to make that compilation. Of me. I'll take it with pride. I'll accept it. You could do this. You can do this with our Borderlands vlogs
Oh my
too.
god.
Vlogs too. Just me being like really, really bad about everything.
All right.
Let's forge ahead here while we wait. Look at the diagram once again. It's been changed. If the killer was standing here at the time of the crime. He's literally meant for the courts. He is. It's his enclosure.
I genuinely think, like, I don't know if in the original trilogy Phoenix is like deep into law in any like meaningful way beyond like this is like a means to an end, but I always do like the idea that in like over the 7-year gap he like really genuinely starts to care a lot about the law, because otherwise I don't really see why he would spend so much time doing the Mason system.
He loves it.
I genuinely think he finds like a lot of like real like really like this is his environment. He loves being in the courtroom.
Yeah. And this cupboard wasn't here, which means, and I love him being a law professor after like instead of like being a lawyer, like way past like AA6. I love the idea of him being a law professor. It's
I like
really
him.
good
I like
for
him
me.
getting there eventually. I like him spending more time in the courtroom because I always think about
That's
like.
fair. I definitely like him.
I
coming back
just
to the
like I
courtroom.
think that he missed it a lot. I think AA5
That's
is
very
too
fair.
fast for him to go back, but I think that
That might be what trips me. I think that's what trips me up.
I think I just choose to make up whatever shit I want about AA5. So I think if like it was like a more natural and less sped up thing, I think that he would go back to the court for a little bit because like he would have to relearn everything and then eventually go back to court for a bit. And I mean, plenty of lawyers I'm pretty sure both teach and sometimes do court, but I think he would do court for a while just because like that was 7 years, and in those 7 years his relationship to law changed a lot, and I think he would want to be back in the courtroom for at least a little while. Anyway, recreate the crime scene.
Try moving the cupboard.
Nope.
Thank you.
Well, that he's saying this like as if like, cause isn't this in our head?
Don't worry about it.
after-
He's standing
He
he's in Apollo's
It's
mind
like-
palace.
Like I would just be like, hey, how did you know that I moved it in my head? Even like, don't make shit up.
As you can see, the cupboard was the problem. Time of the murder has to have been as shown here.
Now everything is in place to reconstruct the moment of the crime. Oh my.
He's like, uh-oh, somebody lied.
What's this?
A
I love him.
contradiction.
I love him.
What is it now? The judge is just like he's spinning around in his chair now.
Yeah.
I love his snark. I love him. Look at the diagram of the crime scene once more.
I love, I haven't actually seen the whole AA movie, but I have seen, like, some GIFs where they have, like, stuff, like, in big, like, holograms.
It's so fun. The Polly just shits in it. Like, the bird just
I do
shits.
know that, but I've seen, like, some of the ways they have, like, things in, like, holograms and stuff. I love the idea that Phoenix keeps being like, look at the diagram, but, like, the diagram is still there. Everyone is already looking at it, but he keeps being like, look at this, and everyone's like, we are, and he's like, look at it more, look at it better.
I can't believe you've never seen the live action movie.
I haven't, no.
Maybe we can watch it during one of our hotel nights when we don't want to like move or do anything.
Yeah. Professor, that Hannah, we'll talk later. We can't get distracted. We have to finish this game. We have to finish this case.
I need to go to bed really bad.
I know. We are literally so close. I am looking at how much is left of the walkthrough.
Oh, I know. It's not. We're literally almost done. It appears we found yet another contradiction.
We gotta get this guy punched so we can go home.
Yeah.
What I believe to be the final contradiction, in fact.
Oh, dang.
That's such a funny Apollo. Oh, dang.
Notice something, Apollo? Our line of deduction is rapidly approaching its logical conclusion.
He's like, I can use big words too.
Yeah, fuck off.
Now then, Mr. Justice, please point to the new contradicting
Alright, this is where we click on Kristoff's thing. The victim, the
killer.
God, they just keep copying. They keep copying. Is it the killer?
The killer.
Jeff!
What if Jeff the Killer was in an Ace Attorney case? That'd be crazy.
What if what?
What if Jeff the Killer was in an Ace Attorney
God.
case? That'd be crazy.
Bam! About this cupboard. Are we all okay with assuming it was moved?
Sure, why not?
Phoenix
like,
is
I told you
I
to
don't
do
give
it,
a
so.
shit.
Well, if it was, something really doesn't fit. The cupboard would completely cover up the window to the stairs.
Ah!
That's right. Someone standing outside wouldn't be able to see in. Someone like Mr. Gavin.
What did you say?
Well, he's the coolest defense in the West, losing his cool.
He's so fucking lame for calling himself that.
I know. Don't expect me to play along with your little game, right?
It's only a game until someone gets killed, Mr. Gavin.
Phoenix is like, this would have been more fun if you didn't commit
let
murder.
me screenshot that. That's such a good fucking caption for a piece.
It's only a game until someone gets killed, Mr. Gavin.
Using that for, I can make a composition out of that. Don't fucking test me.
Oh, I know you can.
Oh, thank you. I like being a composition guy. I like seeing a quote or a song lyric and being like, I'm going to construct a canvas around this.
Can you tell me
And
how
I
to do
do-
that? I need more prints.
I've done it. I mean, if you want, I can tell you what I do. I do like have like basic things that I do.
Yeah, we'll talk later though, not now when we're trying to finish
Well,
a video
no,
game.
not fucking now. And someone was, while the window to that room was blocked by a cupboard.
He's like, you fucking dumbass. Gotcha, bitch.
Hello, LMAO. So, Mr. Gavin, perhaps you'd like to explain to the court.
Explain that. Explain how you saw through the cupboard, idiot.
Exactly where did you witness the crime scene from?
Excuse me, Your Honor.
I don't know why he's
Order.
British.
This is a court of law and I will have order.
We just now received word from our investigative team at the Bowl Club. They've examined the cupboard in the hideout, Your Honor.
No, and what did they find?
Well, Your Honor, it turns out there's a secret passage behind it.
What?
Crazy.
That was a good what. I'm happy with that. I did good there.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I believe I mentioned something of the sort before.
He's like, stenographer, can we read back in the transcript?
She's just she's taking a nap.
She's so sick of this shit.
She's been
I
tired.
gotta
I'm not
redraw
doing
my
this.
AA Sona that was a stenographer because objectively that was hilarious.
I remember that. That was so awesome.
Thanks.
This is one of the tricks to the room many of our regulars know about.
I do remember him saying something like that, now that he mentions it.
The secret passage is a handy thing to have when you're engaged in illegal goings on. Never know when you might need to duck away from the eyes of the law.
So the room has a secret passage. Where does it go?
The other side connects to the restaurant above. The underworld bosses could get away from the cops. Enjoy a cold bowl of borscht, no doubt. Just like our killer. I mean, to be fair, I don't think Kristoff was up there just like snacking afterwards. I think he hightailed it out
a
of there.
soup.
He was like, I think I'll stay around here longer. You see where our line of simple deductive reasoning has led us, Paulo?
I see it, but I don't believe it. That girl wasn't kidding when she said I needed this trump card for the last hand. Sure glad it's real evidence. Evidence that's real. At the time of the murder, the window was blocked and the victim's hat was only off his head for a few minutes between Mr. Smith's murder and Mr. Wright's return from calling the cops. In other words, the only place anyone could have seen the victim's bald head was from inside the hideout. Well, Mr. Gavin?
If I was dead and I was like in the afterlife and everyone was just talking about how fucking bald I was, I'd be so bitter. I'd be like,
Oh.
I'd be like, you guys, the minute you guys get up here, it's over.
Gonna haunt your ass.
Yeah.
Come on, say something. That's not anything.
That wasn't a good. I just got that voice. I'm giving it. I'm dying.
We gotta get through. We gotta get through it.
I'm trying. I'm trying so hard. I've slept so bad this week.
Oh,
It's
I'm
like
sorry.
eating at me. Oh, it's not even like that bad. It's just like I got like 4 hours like 2 nights in a row.
Ooh.
Not even. We're like 4. Maybe I don't even know. I just know I've been sleeping really. It was just because of classes and being busy. I had a lot of deadlines and stuff due this week, so it was just a lot of like,
Mhm.
and then being 5 hours in the sun at the
That's
petting
fair.
zoo.
That's fair.
It's like, oh, I need a and I open tomorrow because I have a shift. You know,
We're
you
almost
know.
done. We're almost done. We can do this. We can do this.
Dare I ask what really happened that night?
Actually, I think we can probably figure it out ourselves at this point. That night, for whatever reason, our killer had a date with Mr. Smith. A date with Destiny. Maybe like a gay date too, I don't know. There he crouched, hidden in a secret
That's what
passageway.
makes Kristoff snap, is the implication that he could be gay for Zach, and he's like, fuck off. No.
Hidden in the secret passageway behind the cupboard, holding his breath. Presumably, this seems like...
What is this? What would this be? What is it when you're just making shit up? It's not real. He can't be doing this.
Holding his breath, waiting for just the right moment. Then the chance came, and he took it.
Ah.
Ba-bam!
Wow.
Eek!
Men who go eek.
No, I think that was actually
Oh,
Olga.
wait, that was Phoenix.
Miss
Oh,
Olga
right,
Orley
right.
was out cold, struck by Mr. Smith. But his time was soon to come. Mr. Wright went upstairs to call the cops, leaving Mr. Shady Smith alone in the hideout with the unconscious dealer. Look at this 3D model. Then our killer stepped out from the secret passage and into the hideout. We did not want to draw the characters for this one.
Victim must have heard the cupboard sliding aside.
Whee! He wheeled his chair around to look, and ba-bam!
Well, pow. After the deed was done, the criminal must have seen the blood on the card.
And went, oh shit.
He would have, of course, realized the need to destroy the evidence. That single spot of blood told the whole story of the crime.
Good thing it's fake. Too bad for him, he didn't linger any longer in the hideout that night. If he had, he might have noticed the cards on the floor.
I will say, shout out to Phoenix. I don't know if Trucy was the one that forged it, since Phoenix probably would have been in prison. But like, I will just say, Trucy, like, you put the drop of the blood like exactly where it was on the original. Like, she didn't even know what the original looked like. Phoenix just told her like, oh, the drop of blood was about here, and Trucy just fucking like nailed it.
That's
Good
because
job.
she's perfect.
DIY legend.
She's perfect. I hope that helps.
And the fact that they
It
were
does,
all
'cause
red.
I agree. It's because she can't fuck up. I love when he fixes his hair in that spray and his glasses.
We're so close to being done.
All right. Well, it seems that this trial has taken yet another turn. I'm truly, truly sorry I had to see this take on, Mr. Gavin.
Mr. Gavin?
Mr. Payne,
Yerk.
Yark.
Yes, Your Honor.
men who say yark.
Yerk.
The prosecution will continue its investigation. As for Mr. Phoenix Wright, the defendant, he is hereby cleared of all suspicion.
Quack.
Men who go guark.
Quack.
Believe me when I say that I don't believe this is happening, Mr. Gavin. But I'm afraid circumstances call for me to issue a warrant for your arrest immediately. Oh, no need to apologize. I rather enjoyed myself.
I'm normal now, you see.
I took a lot of deep breaths. It's not every day you get to witness a legendary attorney's dirty tactics firsthand. I want to witness his dirty tactics.
Shut up!
Firsthand.
Shut up! We have to finish this game. Do it later.
Your point, Mr. Gavin. Frankly, Your Honor, I'm shocked that a person of your caliber would be taken in by such a low-grade parlor trick. Excuse me? The defendant is cleared of all suspicion. This is hardly the time for jokes, Your Honor. Mr. Wright hasn't proven anyone's guilt or innocence here. What he has done is use illegal evidence to put the blame on someone else.
Like, yes, but not the way you're thinking of, buddy.
Yeah. And not just anyone else, but me, his own defense attorney.
And friend
Fair
of
enough.
7 years, you'd think that would count for something.
I bought the guy spaghetti how many times? Illegal evidence?
I'm out of drink. So glad we're almost done.
Let me ask you, Mr. Gavin. Is there still any reason at present to suspect me of wrongdoing? Of course, this bottle, for instance.
The bottle of grape juice Mr. Wright was drinking?
How do you intend to explain away the fingerprints on the murder weapon? And not just any fingerprints, am I right, Mr. Payne?
Actually, yes. The fingerprints on the bottle were, upside down.
Ah, shit, I forgot about that. I seem to recall this being an issue earlier. I kinda thought we
He's like, yeah,
didn't
that's
need it
how I drink
anymore.
I just grab it from... He's like, yeah, I just drink them like that. I just grab it from by the neck. And I just hold it.
glug, 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 glug.
Completely in at a 90-degree angle. It's really good. Court, in this case, demands an explanation.
He's like, it's a fun party trick, actually.
Yeah. I think of only one reason why one would hold a bottle upside down.
Kicks and giggles.
And that is to hit someone with the bottom of the bottle. Well, Your Honor. See how the codfish squirms in the glass.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, man.
Anyway.
Cheers. Cheers to that, I guess. Fuck. Well, Apollo,
Yes?
your boss seems awfully concerned about this bottle still. I'm sure you can come up with a suitable explanation just like that.
Yeah, just like what? Why would anyone grab a bottle upside down other than to clonk?
You know the answer to this one, right? We just present evidence. Once you look at the evidence.
Okay,
you
yeah.
realize.
This is you.
Don't let him trick you into thinking his explanation is the only legitimate one.
Is there really another?
Take another look at the court record. I believe you'll find a simple answer there in plain sight.
How about you just say the answer in plain words?
It would be hasty to deliver a verdict with unanswered questions. Well, Mr. Justice?
Mr. Cabin said that the court and this case demand an explanation. Don't worry, Justice won't leave until justice is done. Just thought of that one right now.
It's awesome.
Fucking killed it.
Defense would care to enlighten the court? What evidence do you have to explain why the fingerprints on this bottle are upside down?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
You don't need-
that's just how you pick up a bottle, isn't it?
Yeah. If they were on the, like, Kristoff's assuming that they would be, like, always on the table at eye level when he wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
It's actually easier to show you than explain, Your Honor. Place that bottle on the floor next to your chair. Just touch the evidence, don't worry about it.
Excuse me? On the floor?
Yeah, now reach down and pick it up. Without getting out of your chair. See, you naturally go to pick up the bottle by its neck. With your fingers upside down. Look at this photograph. Taken on the night of the murder. The defendant, Mr. Wright, sat here, playing piano, bottles of grape juice on the floor to the side of his piano bench. He would have naturally picked up the bottles upside down several times.
Wow, I can't believe it was that simple. Good night.
What color dinner that evening, Kristoff? I was drinking my usual juice then, too.
Basically, you used the bottle on the table to do the deed, but then you must have remembered, so you went and picked up one of the bottles from under the piano, and you switched the bottles. You took one of Mr. Wright's bottles and made it look like the murder weapon.
How many times can we say bottles?
Bottles, 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 bottles.
Order! 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 What do you have to say to these charges, Mr. Cabin?
I'm normal. That's what I have to say.
I'm normal now. Fascinating. So this is the legendary attorney's famed tactic of misdirection.
What?
You claim that I switched the bottle?
Yeah, because you fucking did.
Where is your proof?
The card,
Fine.
bitch.
Proof? Well, that's...
As I thought, more baseless conjecture. I'm afraid your bottle of proof is quite empty. I wouldn't be so sure about that.
I love how many times Kristoff confidently says something and then Phoenix is like, you fucked up. Keep your
And
facts
Kristoff is
straight,
like,
idiot.
exclamation mark. And like literally so true, by the way, about Apollo. Like literally. Your Honor. When you initiated the investigation of the hideout earlier. Sorry, I didn't mean to burp there, but that got picked up at all. I mean, to be fair, that's probably a character for Phoenix, who cares? Do you recall I requested an additional investigation?
And also french fries.
Trusie's in the lobby right now just munching.
Yes, I love the idea that she's hanging out eating McDonald's, just like swinging her feet.
She,
'cause her-
like there's a bailiff that like really wants to tell her that like technically you're not supposed to be eating in the lobby, and she is just going to town on a burger.
she's swinging. She's too short, so she's swinging her feet back and forth because they don't hit the floor. I love her so much. We have to finish this case though.
But what if we were in Trucy Land forever?
What if we were just talking about Trucy? We have to get to her though.
That's what we're gonna be doing during the cons. Is like one of us is just gonna be like, we're gonna like think of someone's gonna like say something about Trucy in passing, like looking at one of our prints, and we're gonna be like, oh my god, Trucy!
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking about her ripping into a burger now.
Oh God, love it for her.
She's like just eating like, hope Daddy doesn't go to jail. No.
Oh, yes, I have your memo about that here. Retrieve the bottles from under the piano with the Borsmal club. And here's one of the bottles in question.
What, are you going to dust that for fingerprints too? I would be surprised if any were on that but his.
Mr. Gavin probably wouldn't make such a novice mistake, true. That bottle won't bear a trace of anything.
We love her so much.
I love her so much.
We love her so much.
Yes, we love her. We adore her.
Don't you dare fucking exclude me. That's my baby space girl. I've said this before. When I say baby girl without a space, we don't need to worry about it. But sometimes characters are just my daughter. Like that Trucy just is my baby girl.
She is
kid.
my baby. That is my daughter. I helped raise her. I babysat her on weekends for Phoenix.
Literally. Well, I was going on dates with Phoenix. I was running around the town and you were watching it. It was great. It was a good arrangement.
Yeah.
Say Apollo.
Yes?
Why don't you go ahead and examine that bottle? Yeah, this is where you take a look at the bottle.
Woo! I think we were all supposed to. I think we were also supposed to do it earlier, but we have to like do it twice.
But why? I already did that.
Just humor me.
I like how he's just like looking at like,
He got so
dude.
serious looking.
He's like, I
He's
want to
like,
go
"Don't-"
eat lunch with my daughter.
He
Mr. Wright.
100% comes out and Trucy's like, I also ate your burger because you took too long. And he's like, that's my girl. All right, let's go home. That bottle will solve this case once and for all.
What?
And then we can go to bed.
That's some bottle.
That's some pig. I love the idea that Trucy was like, I'm sorry, I ate your
No,
burger.
you only missed her appearing once. We've just been talking about her.
Mhm.
She has been mentioned. She's been mentioned in
Is
this
there,
case,
like-
but that was the only time that she showed up.
Sometimes this is finicky on where you're allowed to click things, so I'm gonna save. Because I can't remember where you're supposed to
I
click.
don't think it's too picky.
Sometimes it is, though. I love the
Next
idea
case,
that
Catherine.
Trucy was like,
I wasn't gonna eat your burger, but like it started to get cold and then they get gross and like you get it. I didn't want to waste food.
and Phoenix is like, I totally get you, girl, don't worry. I got you, baby, I understand.
There's something inside the bottle.
That's also me at Trucy. I'm like, I literally got you, baby.
I
That's
got you,
sweet.
baby, don't worry. Wow,
okay, I'll
Phoenix,
buy
you
you
did a
any
shit
burger.
job rolling that card up. He like
He
crumpled
crumpled that shit in there.
He crumpled
Wait,
it up
no,
in a bone, just kind of like
Taya.
poked it.
Phoenix Wright kicked out of club for rolling worst card ever.
We gotta get through this.
I'm sorry, I love that. I love just
We gotta get through the video
game. That card. It can't be. I call that unpleasant one. Don't you fucking call her that.
Mrs. Olga Orili.
Yeah, our little swindling Ivachka.
Divatka.
Ivachka.
That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to, and Wright lost the hand, just like he was supposed to. Then Smith searched him, but the planted card was gone. The trap failed.
Wait, this isn't... You're telling me that this is the planted card you disposed of? The one you mentioned in this piece of testimony.
We don't have to. Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on. I'm clicking as rapidly as I can, but that's not how this game works. Get out of here.
Stop giving us flashbacks.
Five of Hearts. This is the card. Models were swapped. And the only one who could have done that was the fourth person in the club that night. You, Mr. Christoph Gavin.
He's feeling normal. There they go. Levitate. Levitate.
I want to know about his dark magic so bad.
It intrigues me.
His spells and power.
They have me in a thrall.
Yeah, literally. And that is all.
Phoenix is like, that's right, I just did that. Fuck you. Lose your shit.
Is this your idea of revenge, Phoenix Wright? Revenge? Revenge for the events that took away your attorney's badge 7 years ago.
Oopsie. He's like, yeah.
He literally.
Yeah, it is.
And then he's literally doing the anime girl. Blah.
Yeah, literally. He's like, maybe. I don't know.
My bastard with no logic. Bisexual and true.
I'm sorry. I did not mean to react that way. My brain was just like, okay, sure. Mr. Heterosexual over here.
Nothing's changed. All I did was point the finger of justice in the proper direction. He's like holding Apollo's arm.
He's holding Apollo's arm out, and Apollo's like, excuse me? He's like, Phoenix is like, fun fact, Apollo, I'm only hiring you for the name puns. That's it.
Bling. Fine. I'm glad we could have this little... Is it
Tete-a-tete. Tete-a-tete.
Tete-a-tete? Tete-a-tete. I'm glad we could have this little tete-a-tete. Right.
This is insane. What about me? Don't I get to prosecute anymore? Anyone? Anything? Why am I here?
Anyhow?
Please, why am I here?
I believe this time we've finally come to the end of our trial. Mr. Payne, do you have a report for us on Christoph Gavin?
He's admitted everything. We're processing his arrest now.
I see. Still, one has to wonder why he would do such a thing.
Such a strange experience. Ma'am, surely this will not come up again in this game.
And also, he levitated a lot of things just now.
That was weird.
About that. He didn't even have a connection to the victim, did he?
I really want to know what the Gavin brothers' backstory was.
I just give them.
I just wonder, like, was that supposed to be a nod to the fact that he might have potentially had dark shit going on?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I'm okay. This is gonna sound awful. I'll say it super quick. I'm okay with not knowing because the thing about here's the thing. It's annoying to have these unnamed, like these unfinished things. However, I don't know if I want to know now because those games don't exist, and I'd rather like not be told like, oh, well, here were the plot lines we're going to do, and then be sad about it. Because
that's true. My life was better. My life was better before I found out Vaughn was supposed to be gay.
Exactly. Like it's instead of being like, I know plenty of people who are like sad about not having the rest of the actual like Apollo Justice trilogy, and like while I feel the same, I don't know if the answer is pretending AA 5 and 6 don't exist, because I don't know if they'd be able to really properly like do the trilogy that trilogy now that there's been 2 other games, and I don't know if a reboot would be good either. I would rather that if they make more games, they just move on. I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but I think it would probably be weird if they brought it back now.
I'm torn on it. I'm just torn on it.
I just don't think that, like, because it's a completely different writing team, I imagine that things would get really, like, I don't know, you know, that's how I feel.
Yeah,
anyway,
no,
we'll talk about
fair.
it later.
None that I know of.
Mr. Wright, have you anything to add?
He's like, so much, but I won't.
I'm afraid I can't shed any more light on the matter. That I want to. About this victim, Mr. Shady Smith. His occupation was listed as traveler. Not profession, to be sure, and that's all we know about him.
Phoenix is like, that's all you know about him. I'm different.
Don't speak for me.
I'll arrange a follow-up investigation, Your Honor.
Good. Mr. Wright?
Yes.
7 years, and you still haven't lost your touch.
Christoph Gavin was a man with much significance for me.
Read that how you will.
Both as a friend and as the worst hookup of my fucking life. Sucked. Horrible in bed. Awful even.
He's extremely talented, to be sure.
No, he wasn't. I needed 2 things before I could confront him. First was a place where no injustice would be tolerated. In this courtroom.
LOL, that's hilarious. This is such a corrupt court.
I guess that's kind of his joke.
I know it is, but it's just like, it's so funny to me whenever I see it.
Phoenix would be, out of all the characters, Phoenix would be the one to like be like smoking a cigarette and then be like, that was mid.
God, we have to finish.
I'm literally falling asleep. Like whenever
Please,
I'm
we
not
have to
reading my
finish.
lines. The second was a man who would tolerate no injustice. In other words, defense attorney. You, Apollo.
He's like, again, the name, it really does it.
Me?
It was a dark time for our legal system. Dark age of the law, even. Twisting of justice brought on by our very own initial trial system.
Oh, we have to set it right. Sorry.
Mr. Wright?
Our work lies ahead of us, and I, for one, am looking forward to it.
Well, this seems like a good time to pronounce a verdict. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Hot! Milky!
Yay! Woo!
Court is adjourned.
Yay! Now we get punched.
April 20th, 4:28 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3.
Thanks, Apollo. Love that painting of the judge still.
So
Came
funny.
through, just like I thought you would.
I'm pretty sure I didn't do a thing in there. Like, seriously. Like, actually. It was you who cornered Mr. Cap... the killer, as Wendy Williams says.
The killer! Couldn't have done it by myself.
I'm not a
Like,
lawyer.
literally. You sensed it too today, didn't you? Your ability.
Ability?
Yes, the sensitivity I lack. You'll come to understand it soon enough.
Wait, I wonder if that if he means that yeah.
No more. None of it. Good night.
Oh, that weird vibe I was getting? What was that, Mr. Wright?
You'll have to find the answer to that question yourself. I'm not fucking helping.
Oh, okay. The answer. Right.
That's my
Right,
name.
yeah. Got it. Today was full of questions without answers. Most of them about Mr. Gavin, but also about some of the
Level up.
weird shit you said, so like...
What in my head, in my heart, Trucy is on that couch right now. She's
Literally,
getting
she's
ketchup everywhere.
she's got
She
got
has
fight.
it like in her mouth like a dog, and she's just like ripping her head back and forth. She's tearing that thing to shreds.
Mm-hmm.
What possible reason could he have had to commit murder? Perhaps you'll learn that in the days to come.
That would be crazy.
Wait, you don't know? Do you?
This locket is the key.
Huh? Oh, that reminds me. I met the girl whose picture is in your locket.
Yes.
Nate,
Nate, are you here? Nate, are you
Nate,
here?
you got one. We're not waiting. I'm about to fucking fall asleep. You got like 10 seconds.
Nate, if you are here, look at the baby. Yes!
Your daughter, right?
Well, she doesn't look like this anymore, Nate. This is a flat. This is what she
This
used
is
to
her.
look
This is her
like.
baby moment.
This is when she's 5. No, 9.
Eight.
This is when she's 8. She's 15 now. But this is when she's 8.
This is your line.
That's right.
Yep.
She's my daughter. Literally a Lily. She's literally like
Light and life, you were not joking. Did you read this? Fuck it.
No, but
You're right
No,
about
you're
this
right about
locket,
the
blah
locket.
blah blah.
I took this off his neck the night he died.
Fuck that guy.
XOXO Gossip Girl, goodbye. But it looks like our dear Russian scam artist saw me. So the truth is, this locket really did belong to him.
But he was a bitch ass deadbeat father,
So,
so
like,
I
like,
took it, so
literally-
it's mine.
Like, literally, who cares?
Wait, but that's perjury. You
It's like the way that
testified.
the
You
way that your
said
voice-
that locket was yours.
Trucy's over
The
on the
way that
couch
your
like,
voice-
it is his. I said it was okay.
The way that your voice quivered on the word "that" made me think about one of my favorite Ace Attorney tweets. The one where Clavier is talking to Emma, and Emma calls him. I don't know what I can say on Twitch.
No,
and Emma calls him the
I
F-slur.
know exactly which one, so you don't have to explain
And
it.
Emma
Don't
was
worry.
like, "Emma, you can't say that."
Yeah.
I said no such thing, actually.
Huh?
I merely said that it was a locket with my daughter's picture inside.
He said, take that, checkmate, reverse Uno.
And subtle distinction, but distinction nonetheless.
That makes it not
Now,
perjury.
if you want to get into what I did do that was illegal, and it's the truth.
Wait, but then why? Why was the victim wearing a locket with a picture of your daughter inside?
Sometimes the straightest path to truth isn't the best one. Give it time.
I'm not straight, so like, fuck.
Yeah. I mean, you're still just getting started with your career.
Speaking of
Speaking of
which,
Oh,
I
don't
may
wanna
be
talk
out of a
about that.
job. I work for Gavin Law Offices after all. I still can't believe I just saw Mr. Gavin led away in handcuffs. There goes my paycheck.
Apollo,
Yeah?
how about coming to work for me?
What? You mean at the Right and Go Law Offices? I mean, there's not a single attorney in my generation that doesn't know it. You're insane!
I can't imagine that to be true, but
I literally learned about you in law school. Like, you're a question on the SATs.
you're a unit.
You're a whole unit! There's a whole unit
Not
on you in
even
the
a chapter.
Japanifornia legal bar.
Not
It's
even a chapter.
crazy.
You're a unit.
It's crazy. Wait, but didn't you... You're not a...
Oh, I turned in my badge. Yes, I'm not an attorney.
He's like, I just hang out and do shit. I don't, I do shit.
I'm like Minesweeper.
Mr. Wright, you have no idea the amount of fan cams I've seen about you. That incident 7 years ago,
Happy midnight.
that legendary trial. And at the middle of it all was one man, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. The case reached its sad conclusion, and he left law for good. Now he's here. Have you ever thought about coming back to the courts? I'm crossing my fingers behind my back and hoping you won't notice.
I'm not qualified to stand in a court of law, I'm afraid.
Next game, though. See you there.
We're almost there, we're almost there. Didn't you notice in today's trial? There was a single piece of forged evidence.
Forged evidence? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed. Not a magician's trick.
Huh. One piece of evidence struck me as odd. It's true. It just seemed, well, too perfect. I'll bet this was the forged evidence. You mean this, don't you? I got this from your daughter, Mr. Wright.
Yes, that card couldn't have been found at the crime scene. Why? Because the killer took it with him when he left. Leaving the wrong card in its place, luckily for us. Nope.
No, get
We're
out
getting-
of
we're
here.
getting out of here.
Get out of
I need to
here.
go to bed.
Get out of here. We gotta go to bed.
Especially me.
We're sleepy.
I'm so easy. My verdict was already handed down 7 years ago.
Then, you really...
Yes, I forged this card. I know that's probably not what you were really asking, but I'm not gonna. Don't look at the crime scene. I should have told you it wasn't real.
But-
Lol, loser.
But you can't do something like that and call yourself an attorney.
Here's calling themselves an attorney, Apollo.
So it's true? The rumor is true? 7 years ago.
Not that matters much now, does it?
Bam!
Well, how?
Kapow! I punched him.
It's your story from here on out, Apollo. Perhaps I can help you turn the next page. My office's address. Drop in if you like.
Mr. Wright?
Oh, about your uppercut. Try yelling, "Take that!" next time. I find it packs a little more punch. Ray and the kisser indeed. Mwah! And Apollo, thanks for today. I had a good time.
Apollo was like shaking and so upset, and Phoenix was like, "That was fun. Let's do it again."
Apollo's like about to cry.
He's
and
like
Phoenix is,
about to have an
walking into
entire
a tree
breakdown,
scene.
and Phoenix is like, "All right."
Let me eat the 3 cold fries my daughter saved for me at the bottom of the bag.
And with that, Mr. Wright walked out the door. And that's how my first trial ended. A lot of mysteries went unsolved, like BuzzFeed. And at the time, I had no idea they were all related. Not like BuzzFeed. Every mystery that day, connected by a single thread of logic. I'd find that out soon enough. My name is Apollo Justice, attorney at law, and this is how my story begins.
The end. We did it. We fucking did it. Turnabout corner. Do I have to save? Is it gonna let me save?
I don't think so. I don't think you need to. You can if you want to.
Here, let me see. Oh, there we go. Saving. I was like, where do I save? All right, cool. We're all done. Okay, cool. We have to go to bed. Okay, cool. Shit. Fuck. All right. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for hanging out with us. We finally finished. We may have to implement some sort of system like Tony has, where like if we're getting too off topic, you guys can basically get a quick reward to like tell us to get the fuck back on track. But we'll see after next week.
I like talking.
Yeah, but sometimes we need to play the fucking video game. So on Monday, I'll be playing more of Professor Layton, Lost Amon Future. On Thursday, I'll be playing more of Nancy Drew Danger by Design. Friday, we'll be back here. The VODs for this series are going up as I, like, pretty much next day just to try to get things going and make it easier for me. And I will see you all later. Have a good day. Have a good night. Ronnie, do you have anything to say?
Good night.
Good night. Everyone sleep well or have a good day. We'll talk to you later. Thank you for coming. Goodbye.
Goodbye, bye.
All right, we are done. Win.